Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by WJER Sports in partnership with Smartway Communications, Sugar Valley Meats, Kempthorne Volkswagen, and Williams Floor Covering. This has been the Coach's Corner Show, a production of Claxon Communications for WJER Sports, brought to you by Smartway Communications, Sugar Valley Meats, Kempthorne Volkswagen, and Williams Floor Covering.
Ohio is our home, and it's full of family we're proud to care for. With more than 200 locations, Cleveland Clinic is growing to bring world-class care to your community. From Canton to Avon, and coming soon to Mentor. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes, or something more serious, big or small, we're always near you. For every care in the world. Schedule your care today at clevelandclinic.org/access.
Dr. Nathan Springer, this area's orthodontic specialist, is accepting new patients. Dr. Springer's dedicated team of professionals is committed to creating beautiful, confident smiles with braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Choose from a wide variety of treatment options, ranging from traditional time-proven appliances to the latest innovative orthodontic advancements. Join Dr. Nathan Springer's winning smile team today. 107 Ray Avenue in New Philadelphia, just 2 blocks from New Philadelphia High School.
When it comes to understanding your options for buying or building a home, refinancing your current mortgage, or finally adding that sunroom, CSB is here to help. Check out our video series at csb1.com titled Mortgage 101. This informational series covers everything from what to know before you buy a home to life after your mortgage is paid off. When you are ready to discuss specifics, our mortgage experts will handle the details. Call or text us at 800-654-9015. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and there's never been a better time to try the delicious, mouth-watering deep dish pizza at Little Caesars. Pair your pizza with the Crazy Bread, crazy sauce, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, and Little Caesars is your one-stop for your game day party. Delicious pizza, mouth-watering wings, zesty cheese breads, crisp made daily salads, Crazy Bread, and more.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
The T-County Boxing Academy is currently holding sign-ups for their youth boxing classes for kids ages 6 to 15. Classes begin September 7th and will be held Wednesdays and Fridays from 5 to 6:30 at their training gym on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. The cost is $10 per session or $50 per month. Spots fill up quickly, so register your child today via the T-County Boxing Academy Facebook page or by calling 330-432-2197. The T-County Boxing Academy, the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing.
Get ready for high school football action with your New Philadelphia Quakers on WJER. Special features in tonight's game include the Coach's Corner Show, sponsored by Williams Floor Covering and Sugar Valley Meats, the First Federal Community Bank football forecast, the Commercial and Savings Bank keys to the game, the Wendy's starting lineup, the National Anthem, sponsored by VFW Post 1445, the Grove Gift Shop Coin Toss, play-by-play coverage brought to you by Hanhart Insurance, the Tuscarawas County YMCA Kickoff, Make the Call, sponsored by McInturf Realty, the Pam's Posies Performance Play, the Sofer Insurance Halftime Report, the Kemp Insurance Stat Report, the Game and Scoring Summary, sponsored by Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital, the Graphic Enterprises Unduplicated Drive of the Game, the High Impact Tree Service Red Zone, the Cartoon Sideline Report, the Kent State Tuscarawas Scoreboard Update, the Kempthorne Volkswagen First Down, and the Subway Player of the Game. Other sponsors include Hannes Care Center, Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, Taylor Insurance, Wood Electric, Little Caesars Pizza, Connolly, Hillier and Welch Title Services, Solid Rock Photos, McDonald's, Smartway Communications, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Troyer's Trail Bologna, Kua Refinishing, T-County Boxing Academy, and Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Now, get ready for live play-by-play action with your New Philadelphia Quakers. Here are your announcers, Jim Boos and Phil Tidrick.
Video streaming to our high school football coverage this year. We hope you'll be enjoying watching this game and listening to the coach, Phil Tidrick, and I on WJER.com, and we'll also be streaming via WJER's YouTube channel. So I'll continue to point out how you can get there those ways. But big thanks to the sponsors who have made it possible. It took a small village to pull this thing off, but Casey Claxton and his team at Claxton Communications have just been wonderful to work with. We're so excited to be streaming this game live, but we also want to thank Wendy's, Williams Floor Covering, Kempthorne Volkswagen, Pam's Posies, Sugar Valley Meats, and Smartway Communications. So the teams are out on the field warming up. We're going to take a couple breaks here, and when we come back, we'll talk about the Quakers. We'll talk about the Wooster Generals. Both teams are 1-1 at this point in the season. It's very early on. It's hard to really determine where the season's going at this point, but we'll try and break it down. The coach, Phil Tidrick, and I, Jim Boos, will be right back right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Life is full of milestones: getting married, purchasing a vehicle, having children, buying a home, opening a business, planning for retirement. The list goes on, and you can enjoy these special moments even more knowing you're covered by the Hanhart Insurance Agency. Life, auto, home, disability, business, they have plans to protect you throughout all your milestones. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover, a trusted name in insurance for more than 100 years.
Welcome home to the serenity and the hospitality of the Hennis Care Center in Dover and in Bolivar. Since 1947, 4 generations of the Hennis family have stood as leaders in the area with up-to-date facilities and caring, compassionate staff. With the care, safety, and happiness of every resident in mind, Hennis Care Center is a home filled with love, laughter, and amenities like chef-prepared meals, rehabilitation services, and social activities. To learn more, visit them online at henniscarecenter.com.
This is Jim Moser with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are living in unusual times and virtually all businesses are affected by product shortages and shipping delays. With this in mind, I'd like to encourage you to keep your current HVAC system in good working order. Service is our first order of business, and we want to be your first call anytime you need help with your heating and cooling system, even if it's in the middle of the night. To schedule a maintenance check of your HVAC system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
1 in 5 small businesses will suffer a cyber breach this year. How safe is your business from a cyber attack? Visual Edge IT engineers can assess your existing technology and provide a complete IT roadmap to protect your data. We provide 24/7 threat detection and monitoring to ensure your computer system and network stay secure. Call your local Visual Edge IT partner, Graphic Enterprises, for your free security assessment. 800-553-6616 or sign up online at visualedgeit.com.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
If you needed major surgery, you probably wouldn't choose a doctor who's never been to medical school. So when your car needs major repairs after a collision, why would you take your car to a body shop that's never been trained? QO Refinishing in Dover is among only 10% of collision repair businesses to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold class shop. They know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features. With the safety of your vehicle and your family at stake, choose trained repair professionals. Choose QO Refinishing on Race Street in Dover.
To take on the Generals of Wooster, the Quakers, of course, won their first game of the season against CVCA 7-2 in extra innings. And then the second game of the season, they lost to Steubenville 20-0. Worcester Generals also 1-1 on the season, won their first game big against Orville, and then last week lost a high-scoring affair to the Wadsworth Grizzlies 49-21. Joining me tonight, of course, is the coach, Phil Tidrick. We are your on-the-road team this year for Quaker football. Coach, what do you think of the evening here so far?
Well, it's kind of a warm evening for the kids, so I'm assuming that the officials will try to keep everybody watered down real well. And, for the obviously the first Friday in September, it's unseasonably warm. But beautiful facility here as I'm looking out over the field, looking out over their field house, their YMCA and their high school, and then behind us are the baseball, softball fields, and kind of a nice place to have where you have everything together in one location. So when they did this, they did it right. It's a really nice facility. We got a beautiful night for football, and hopefully the Quakers will make that jump. One of the things they talk about is a big jump between weeks 2 and 3. And obviously this is going to be the Quakers and the Generals week 2 to 3. So I'm sure both sets of coaches are looking for improvement from their young men, and maybe make some adjustments as well. And I look for a good football game tonight, Jim. Yeah,
I think it's going to be a great night for football. You're right, it's a little bit warm. I think the temp's about 81 degrees or so right now, but hopefully once the sun goes down a little bit, it'll start to cool off and be a beautiful September evening here in Worcester. So we're going to take another quick little break here, and when we come back, we're going to break down some of the players and talk about a couple of other things. But make sure you keep up with Quaker football all season long with the Coach's Corner Show. Willie Grove is doing interviews weekly with Coach Mike Johnson, and those are available on WJER.com/videos. They're on WJER's Facebook page, and of course on our YouTube page. It's brought to you by Williams Floor Covering, Smartway Communications, Kempthorne Volkswagen, and Sugar Valley Meats. Stick with us. We'll come back to Wooster right after this on your sports radio voice of the valley, WJER.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf, wishing our local teams the best of luck in tonight's games. Supporting your friends and neighbors is why I started McInturf Realty. Our staff works as a team to treat you the way you want to be treated. We truly care about you, our customer. Since 1992, we've seen national real estate firms move into our area. And now McInturf is one of the few remaining local hometown realtors. We are a local company supporting our local teams, and we thank you for your support. When it's time to buy or sell, make the call and see us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Shopping for carpet has never been easier. Discover color that speaks to you at Williams Floor Covering in Dover. Choosing the perfect carpet can be a tough decision. That's why Shaw has created a simplified shopping experience and thoughtful color palette to streamline the process. Find carpet with comfort that's easy to live on and performance for your lifestyle. All available with Lifeguard spill-proof backing. Shop the Shaw Color Wall and enjoy big savings with sale prices now for a limited time at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Wooster Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure. You know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna. 4 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store. And check them out online at TroyersTrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Looking for a quick and affordable lunch that's ready when you are? Try the lunch combo at Little Caesars Pizza. For just $5, you'll get half of a deep dish pepperoni and cheese pizza, plus a 20-ounce Pepsi product. This tasty $5 combo is available daily 11 until 2. And if you miss lunch, you can still take home the deep dish Little Caesars Pizza all day, every day for only $8. Big taste, small price.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue, New Philadelphia.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at ThinkSmartWay.com.
This is Matt Kinsey. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community, one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yerkesville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Tonight's game on WJER will be covered by, of course, our play-by-play team of the coach, Phil Tidrick, and myself, Jim Boos. For complete insurance coverage for your auto, home, and life, call the team at Hanhart Insurance at 330-343-7767. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover and online at hanhartinsurance.com. We are awaiting the list of referees because, of course, Mr. Jan McInturf always sponsors the introduction of the officials for tonight's game, the guys who make the calls. But, of course, we don't have them yet, so we'll get those to you in a little bit. That is brought to you by McInturf Realty. When buying or selling, make the call to McInturf Realty. All right, so, Coach, let's get back to the game here and talk about a few things. The Quakers, 1-1. Not a lot of offense so far this year. Just one touchdown scored. Got close last week. Got down to the 4-yard line against Steubenville, and then ended up taking a sack back to about the 19, and then just never could convert or get it closer to the foul or to the goal line after that. excuse me. So what do the Quakers need to do, or what do you think the coaches are doing like this week to prepare their offense for a game against somebody like Wooster Generals, who we know has tough defense and we know who likes to put points on the board?
Well, the last 2 weeks, Jim, they've both been running football teams, with CVCA and then again with Steubenville. And so obviously they're going to have to change gears a little bit. Wooster likes to air the ball out. They like to go into the spread. They like to, run the 2x2s out. They like the 3x1s. They like to bunch the sets a little bit, and that kind of thing. So they're going to try to, they're going to throw the football on us. So obviously, number one, I'm sure that Coach Johnson and his Coach Watson and his defensive staff, I'm sure that they have, worked all week on all of the different particulars, because there's so many different things you can do out of the spread formation.
Right, sure.
So, the Quakers have not done a horrible job against the run, but, they obviously have not faced, a passing attack that is the quality of the Wooster Generals.
Right,
so,
right. Yeah, this is going to be a whole new look for the Quakers. Peyton Hill, of course, from Steubenville last week, did not come out and pass as much as I expected him to. They did a lot of running of the ball last week. And, of course, they have good running backs, and they're deep in all those positions. And so we saw a bunch of different players play against the Quakers. But this Wooster General team, like you said, boy, they have offensive sets, and they are really going to come at the Quakers through the air. And so the Quakers have to be prepared for that. I think one thing about a passing attack like that sometimes it gives you a few more opportunities, because you can't convert all the first downs, and so then you may get the ball a little more often than they do against a running team. Last week, I think the Quakers only got the ball twice in the first quarter, and then maybe twice again in the second quarter. So maybe today they'll get a few more touches and see if we can do anything. I think we talked about a little bit driving up here today that the Quakers quarterback, of course, the sophomore, Kenton Fausel, Keaton Fausel, he's pretty elusive back there. He's a young guy, and he can get away from the mad rush of the Steubenville Big Red last week. And, of course, that first week against CVCA, he had to do a little dodging and had some snap problems and that kind of thing. But I think these Wooster Generals are going to come after him again tonight.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. And, that's where the offensive line comes into play. And, let's be honest, I don't think that any of the coaching staff would say that the offensive line has played their best football.
Yep.
And, you can go back at all the cliches and everything else, but what's going to happen most of the time is the game's going to be won at the line of scrimmage.
Right.
And I missed a game last week, but I'm assuming that Steubenville definitely controlled the line of scrimmage both offensively and defensively, and that's how they were able to shut out the Quakers last week.
Yeah, I think you're right, Coach. That's one of the areas where the Quakers certainly have to improve to hold their line and push forward even, and on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, the exact same. They have to control that line of scrimmage and push forward and get some stops a little closer, and don't let the guys penetrate so far into the defensive backfield. Well, let's talk about the Wooster Generals. What do we know about them? Obviously, they lost 49-21 last week against the Grizzlies and against Wadsworth. But, boy, do they like to pass the ball. They've got a running attack. Let's talk about some of their players. Seth Chamberlain, that first week against
Orville.
When they played Orville, I think he rang up about 170 yards rushing in that game. And then last week he had a little trouble against Wadsworth, but he is definitely a threat for the Quakers tonight. The quarterback is a junior, big, tall guy. We saw him warming up a little bit earlier here. He's 6'5", 185, Luke Snowbarger, and he's 22 of 41 so far for the season for 258 yards. He's thrown a couple interceptions, but he's also thrown for 4 touchdowns. So I think we're going to see him go out to some of his wide receivers.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. And, they've got numerous wide receivers. And, it seems to me like the one gentleman is Bronson Morgan, has 8 catches this season for 122 yards and 2 TDs. Tristan Walker then has 4 catches for 51 yards. as their leading receivers. But I'm sure that they have a few more guys. I've seen a couple big guys. They got a big tight. They got a big tight end out there, and obviously some capable running backs as well. So, in the old days they got some nice size up front, and so it's going to be interesting to see how the Quakers are able to handle Wooster's up front people, and then see what happens now when they have to transition into playing the entire field and cover the pass.
So it's a night of a number of firsts for WJER because of the live streaming event on our webpage and, of course, through the app and the YouTube channel. It's also the first game for the Quakers in their new conference. They have now joined the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Wooster Generals, certainly a familiar foe over the years. Back in the day when we played some of these sports, we all played in the Cardinal Conference, which of course included the Wooster Generals, and so we've made quite a few trips, but never to a beautiful campus like this. We used to go to that old downtown high school, and you played in the pit, wasn't it, out there?
Where they had the pit. Where the mosquitoes were as big as your hand.
Yep. Yeah, those were some fun days, but it's real nice that the Quakers are in this conference. It's going to be some great competition. We're going to get to learn all kinds of new coaches and players for football and basketball season. But at first, for the Quakers tonight, with taking on Wooster at Wooster, and we're excited you have joined us. We hope you're enjoying listening to us and watching us. So I'll say this a few times tonight. You can live stream this game via the WJER.com website, the WJER app that you have on your smartphone, or you can even go to YouTube and watch the WJER channel. If you want to see this in a big screen event, you could hear the coach and I. Thank goodness you're not going to see the coach and I. We'll just be the voice behind everything, and then you'll see Casey Claxton's team and their camera shots of the game live. So it's going to be a neat experience. We're looking forward to hearing some feedback. If you are watching, jump on the YouTube channel and leave us a note on there. Tell us you're watching. Anyway, we're going to take another quick break. Let's see here. This is a first opening night, so my opening night. So you got to stick with me. We're gonna take a quick break here. We'll come back with some keys to the game. We're gonna come back with, of course, ahead. We got the Grove gift shop coin toss ahead, and we got the Wendy's starting lineup. So there's just a lot more ahead. But come back and stick with us right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. The personal financial management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB Online Banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Cartoons and Accessories in New Philadelphia is the one-stop shop for all your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV sound and lighting systems. We carry all the great brands you're looking for at great prices. Right now, light up your motorcycle with our multi-LED system for just $2.99 installed. Includes a free RGB, color-changing remote control. Complete motorcycle sound system upgrades you can afford are in stock and ready to install now. Call us today at 330-339-2006. Cartoons in New Philadelphia. Be there.
Flowers make a big first impression, but when you choose Pam's Posies, you're guaranteed the freshest and longest lasting flowers that keep their wow factor long after the first day. Pam's Posies delivers flowers every day for birthdays, signature weddings and events, anniversaries, funerals, or just because. Along with their stunning floral arrangements, Pam's Posies has a beautiful selection of gifts, including jewelry, candles, and cards. See us at Pam's Posies and online at doverflowers.com today.
1 in 5 small businesses will suffer a cyber breach this year. How safe is your business from a cyber attack? Visual Edge IT engineers can assess your existing technology and provide a complete IT roadmap to protect your data. We provide 24/7 threat detection and monitoring to ensure your computer system and network stays secure. Call your local Visual Edge IT partner, Graphic Enterprises, for your free security assessment. 800-553-6616 or sign up online at visualedgeit.com.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
And welcome back to Wooster, Ohio, where the New Philadelphia Quakers have traveled for Friday night football. You've joined us in our pregame show. Tonight's football forecast is being brought to you by First Federal Community Bank. It's 81 degrees and very sunny right now. We're hoping the sun will go down because it's a little warm out there for the players. But forecast your financial future with First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. In a little bit here, we're going to get to the keys to the game. That's, of course, the Commercial and Savings Bank keys to the game. But first, Coach, let's talk a little bit more about what the Quakers are going to have to do offensively here. You know, we know who the players are for our Quakers. Trevor Bean's going to carry the football quite a few times. Keaton Fowles got to run around back there and maybe bring the ball out of the backfield and try and find some open receivers to pass to. What else? What else are we going to see with these Quakers tonight?
Well, I mean, you know, number one, to me, you've got to have something that you can hang your hat on. You know, either offensively, either you're going to run the football or you're going to throw the football, and you've got to. To me, you got to have something that you do well, and so whether that's running the football or passing the football, I think that's something that the coaching staff right now is probably up in the air about after two football games.
Right.
So I really believe that's something that Coach Johnson's going to look at. Okay, what's going to give us the best opportunity to win? What best fits our personnel?
Right.
So that we could go out and execute a game plan, and we can make a game plan around our personnel, our personnel groupings. And so I think that's something that's very, very important. And I would think that that's something that the Quaker coaching staff is looking at, is trying to find some consistency, and that's either running the football or throwing it. Right now, obviously they haven't done either particularly well.
Right.
However, they did do the running part in the second half of the CVCA game.
Yes.
But that's just something that the Quakers need to find themselves.
Yeah, they need to find a way to get more first downs, hang on to the ball. They're punting the ball a little bit too much, and they've got to just come up with a way to get some more offense. We talked about it before. Keaton's got to find a receiver that he could go to consistently, and somebody's got to hang on to the ball. And we got to get Trevor Bean on track. Speaking of Trevor Bean, a big happy birthday to Trevor Bean today, number 3 running back for the Quakers. It's his 18th birthday today. Happy birthday to Trevor. Okay, now let's move over to the Wooster Generals as the General marching band is coming into the stadium now. We can see the familiar blue uniforms with gold helmets for the Wooster Generals down there on the field. And like you said, we see some big boys down there on that line, both offensively and defensively, as they do a little practice in some of their sets there. Quakers have to be ready to handle some of those big boys. What are the line coaches telling these guys for the Quakers, and how are they going to handle these Wooster Generals?
Well, you've got to do your job.
Right.
You've got to make good hand contact. You've got to keep your feet moving, and you've got to stay low. Those are all part of those things that are necessary.
Sure.
In order for them to be successful and to control the line. As I'm looking at the line, they've got some big guys out there.
Right.
And so know, that's something that you've got to keep your leverage and stay down and
control your guy
and could basically get your hands out and create some space so you can go one way or the other and make a play.
Yeah, I think the Quakers got called for 3-4 holdings against Steubenville. I know you were out of town for that game, but that was one of the things I kind of picked up on the offensive is that, when Steubenville was penetrating as much as they could, offensive linemen getting called for the hold. So that that's something they got to get better at for sure. I'm sure the coaches watch film on that stuff and say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start you lower. We're going to work you a different angle. Keep your hands here. Keep them in, and watch out for that kind of stuff. Well, we're looking for a good one tonight. It's going to be warm to get started. The New Philly faithful look like they are flowing into the stadium here. And, Coach, let's take a minute here and talk about some keys to this game. Keys to the game are brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank in New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, Bolivar, and Janaden Hutton. CSB is committed to providing you with products and services that promote your financial health and bankers who are your trusted partner. Experience the CSB difference. Stop into any CSB location or visit online at csb1.com. Coach, a couple of keys to the Quakers getting out there and getting a win here in the first Ohio Cardinal Conference game.
Well, Jimmy, I think you've kind of hit on it a little bit already in the pregame, and that is that the Quakers need to be able to control the ball a little bit. And be that through the air, be that on the ground, they have got to keep the ball in their possession. That way they can keep Worcester's high-scoring offense off the field.
Yes.
And rack up some first downs. And I think that's really important because obviously, if that doesn't happen and the guys, because of such a hot night, the guys could wear down a little bit. But I think Coach Johnson's got his players in pretty good shape, and you just need to be able to control the football a little bit at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that goes great. We appreciate that. Okay, so next up, we're going to have the Grove Gift Shop coin toss. Tonight's coin toss is brought to you by the Grove Gift Shop on the Boulevard at Dover. The Grove has all of the essentials for a fun and fashionable football season with Vera Bradley purses in team colors, Ohio State blankets, and accessories. You'll find the Grove Gift Shop on the Boulevard next to Cleveland Clinic, Union Hospital in Dover. And remember to pick up your loyalty card for a chance to win a $20 gift certificate. It looks like they are marching the captains out to midfield, and we'll have an update for you here on a second who wins the coin toss. Looks like the Generals are going to head into the locker room. Quakers are going to head into the locker room. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have the winner of the coin toss and a few more breakdowns. Don't forget we have the Wendy's starting lineups coming up soon, right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
The T-County Boxing Academy is the area's #1 training center for those who are serious about boxing. Serious athletes know that everything they put into their bodies affects their workouts, which is why the T-County Boxing Academy offers the industry's best supplements at the best prices for the best workouts possible, including brands like 5% Nutrition. Try their real food protein with low glycemic carbs. If you want to train like the pros, use the supplements pro boxer Sugar Dre Donovan of Urixville uses. Available at the T-County Boxing Academy, located on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Are you in the market for a new car or truck? Insurance rates vary greatly from car to car. So if you're in the market for a new car, light truck, or sport utility vehicle, it pays to call the Hanhart Insurance Agency first for a quote. Find out what it will cost you to put your new vehicle on the road before you buy. The Hanhart Insurance Agency, a trusted name for over 100 years, on West 3rd Street in Dover.
We'll be there when you need us. Hanhart Insurance.
The Eat Fresh refresh just won't stop. Now Subway is refreshing their catering with easy order platters and box meals perfect for any occasion. Start with sandwich or wrap platters. They're loaded with craveable crowd pleasers to feed your crew without all the work. Or try individually packaged box meals featuring a tasty 6-inch sub, footlong, or wrap, plus chips and a freshly baked cookie. When you have a group to feed, make it fun, delicious, and easy with catering from Subway. Visit Subway.com to place your catering order. Advance notice may be required.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure. You know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna. 4 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store. And check them out online at TroyersTrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
Jim and Susan Sexton invite you to stop in before or after the game to enjoy their famous homemade pizza and spaghetti sauce made from the original Pangrazio recipe. They also feature homemade spaghetti noodles, meatballs, and pizza dough made daily. Try the large special, a large pepperoni and cheese pizza, and large cheese sticks. Pangrazio's Pizza and Spaghetti House, open Tuesday through Sunday with 2 locations to serve you in downtown Denison and downtown Dover.
Hi, this is Josh from High Impact Tree Service. We pride ourselves on offering outstanding service no matter the job. Whether you are needing tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, or storm cleanup, High Impact is just a phone call away. If you are ready to make an impact on your property with a trim or removal, we are the professionals you need. Give us a call at 330-275-1718 or online at highimpacttree.com.
Your home is a reflection of who you are. It's where you make memories to last a lifetime. At Williams Floor Covering in Dover, you can choose between 138 shawl colors and unique coordinating patterns. Color makes the room, you make the memories. Discover color that speaks to you on the shawl color wall at Williams Floor Covering. All available with Lifeguard spill-proof backing. Enjoy big savings with sale prices now for a limited time at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Wooster Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
Welcome back to Wooster, Ohio, the beautiful campus for Wooster High School. The New Philadelphia Quakers have traveled north and west for their first game in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Quakers 1-1, Generals 1-1. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by many, many sponsors we're going to get to through the night. But one we want to thank right now, a big thanks to Kempthorne Volkswagen, our first down sponsor throughout tonight's game. Hopefully we'll be calling lots of Quaker Kempthorne Volkswagen first downs. Kempthorne Volkswagen and the Kempthorne family of dealerships, just a short drive up the road in Canton. Visit KempthorneVW.com. So, Coach, we saw the first half coin flip. It looked like the Wooster Generals won. They deferred, so the Quakers will receive the ball first, and then the Wooster Generals will get the ball after halftime. Typically, that's a momentum idea, right? They pick the second half to get the ball so they could come out from halftime and make some changes, or after making some changes, and then hopefully keep the momentum going for the second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jim. I think that's probably a thing that a lot of coaches think about. Do I want to have the ball at the beginning of the game, or would I rather let the first half play out and then get the ball to start the third quarter? You see a lot of coaches that do that, and they rather have the ball to start in the third quarter. Other coaches, if they think, okay, we got to go down and we got to get a score right now, and I think we can.
Right.
Maybe that'll change the momentum of the football game and, carry them down the road. So I guess, every coach probably has a different philosophy on that. And obviously Coach, Holder from Worcester is one of those guys, and he would prefer to have it in the second half. So going to see right now whether the Quakers have made maybe any adjustments and see if they can get a little something going offensively.
That's exactly what I think. Let's get the ball to the Quakers and get this game started. I think if I was a coach, I'm the aggressive way. I'd want the ball first. I want to get the ball and take it right down and see what we can do with it. That would be my approach to things. Well, anyway, join WJER Sports on Wednesdays at Pangrazio's for the Gridiron Preview Show. It's a lot of fun. I happen to pop in there on Wednesday night with Willie and the gang, Tony and Kyle, and we had Roger join us a little bit this week. It's a lot of fun. You can tune in wherever you are. Stop in and enjoy some pizza and pasta while we talk football with the WJER sports team. You could even win a free large pizza, courtesy of Pangrazio's. Boy, is that pizza good over there at Pangrazio's. Woo! I happened to have a couple extra pieces and took it home. It was pretty tasty. Anyway, one more. So don't forget to tune in tomorrow morning on WJER at 8 o'clock for the End Zone, which is delivered by Domino's. You're listening to the pregame. If you did listen to the pregame show earlier tonight, that is also sponsored by Domino's. That's where the guys take a look at all the games that are happening. And that's Bill Hammerstrom and Kyle Minnis and Tony Pellegrino. And I think Roger joined him in there tonight, too. And so it's just been a lot of fun to have Roger Metzger around this week. And you're going to start to hear his voice a little bit more here on your sports voice of the Valley. Tomorrow's morning is the End Zone is delivered by Domino's. As I said, it's a look back at all of tonight's high school football action from around the county. That's followed by 9 o'clock by Sports Talk. Of course, driven by Ferris, where we talk all kinds of local, state, and national sports until 10 o'clock. WJR is your sports voice of the Valley.
Wendy's new French toast sticks are so delicious, some are saying that they're better than their mom's breakfast.
Excuse me. Did you just say Wendy's new French toast sticks are better than my breakfast?
Mom, is that you?
Answer the question.
I said some people are saying that because they're so crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside and perfect in every way.
Uh-huh. And what do you think?
I think it's time to tell people to choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new sweet and crispy home-style French toast sticks.
That's still not an answer.
At participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
When it comes to understanding your options for buying or building a home, refinancing your current mortgage, or finally adding that sunroom, CSB is here to help. Check out our video series at csb1.com titled Mortgage 101. This informational series covers everything from what to know before you buy a home to life after your mortgage is paid off. When you are ready to discuss specifics, our mortgage experts will handle the details. Call or text us at 800-654-9015. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Wooster, Ohio, where the coach, Phil Tidrick, and myself, Jim Boos, we have traveled up here to watch the new Philadelphia Quakers take on the Wooster Generals in the first game of the Quakers' new conference in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. And I want to tell you again, I've already said this a few times, but if you're just tuning in, WJER is excited to add video live streaming to our high school football coverage this year. We hope you're enjoying watching this game tonight live on WJER.com and WJER's YouTube channel. Big thanks to the sponsors who made it possible: Wendy's, Williams Floor Covering, Kempthorne Volkswagen, Pam's Posies, Sugar Valley Beats, and Smartway Communications. Thanks to all those and many more who helped put this on. Our partnership with Claxon Communication. Casey Claxon has got his team up here shooting the camera, giving you those shots that you're seeing online on YouTube, and we'll see when we are streaming. So right now you can see the band out there, and pretty cool, huh? You get to hear the coach and I, and you get to watch the picture courtesy of Claxon Communications. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about this football game as this band is coming up here. Coach, what we've talked about it enough. The Quakers have got to make some changes. They've got to be more offensive minded. They've only scored one touchdown all season. The Wooster Generals, what's our guy here? Luke Snowbarger, we already talked about him. He's 22 of 41, 258 yards in 2 games. Their big running back, Seth Chamberlain, he's a senior, 40 rushes, 209 yards in 2 games. And like I said, I think he had 170 in that first game against Orville. He got kind of stopped up last week against the Wadsworth. But the Quakers better have some answers on defense. Not only do they have to have answers on offense and get some points on the board, but on defense, they've got to find a way to stop these guys.
Well, one of the things they've done is that's probably been the biggest asset for the Quakers so far is their defense.
Yes.
They've actually played, I think, pretty good defense. Haven't given up any big plays. At least in game 1, they did not give up any big plays. And kind of I don't want to say bend but don't break, but they give up a little bit of yardage against CBCA in the first half, and then in the second half they kind of swarmed them a bit. And against Steubenville, I'm not sure exactly what the case was there. But predominantly running football team. And so what we're looking forward to is I think we're going to see the air fill with some footballs here tonight.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think, here's the thing. The Quakers' defense has only given up 22 points in 2 games. That's not bad, right? I mean, but the bad news is, that's the sort of good news. The bad news is they've only scored 7 points themselves in 2 games. So we're going to need a little more quicker offense, and we're going to see what Coach Mike Johnson comes up with. If you've got a minute, go over and watch that Willie Grove interview with Coach Johnson. They're entertaining to watch, to say the least. So anyway, let's move on here. Coming up, we're going to have our VFW Post 1445 National Anthem. This presentation of the National Anthem is brought to you by the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Post 1445 in New Philadelphia. All members of Post 1445 are proud of the scholarships they award to local students. If you want to learn more about the Post 1445 Scholarship Program, call them at 330-343-5987. So we're going to have the National Anthem as soon as we have the Wooster High School song here. Coach, it looks like the Wooster Generals have packed in quite a few fans on this side. And the New Philadelphia Quakers, that's some of the Philly faithful over on the other side. It looks like it's going to be a nice night for football.
Well, it's a beautiful night, Jim. There's no question about that. And, I'll take this over rain and snow and all that other stuff. So, I'm not going to complain too much. And it's, hopefully we'll see a good football game here tonight.
It's 81 degrees and sunny here in Wooster, Ohio. The Quakers traveled up here to take on the Wooster Generals. We're going to have the National Anthem here in just a moment, live for you. Again, brought to you by VFW Post 1445. Well, again, that was our National Anthem brought to you by the VFW Post 1445. Presentation of the anthem is brought to you by the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 1445 in New Philadelphia. All members of Post 1445 are proud of the scholarships they award to local students. To learn more about Post 1445 Scholarship Program, call 330-343-5987. So, we're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll give you the Wendy's starting lineups. And, of course, the Wendy's starting lineups are always brought to you by Wendy's, and their recipe is quality. Anyway, come back and join us right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley in just a minute.
This is Jim Moser with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are living in unusual times, and virtually all businesses are affected by product shortages and shipping delays. With this in mind, I'd like to encourage you to keep your current HVAC system in good working order. Service is our first order of business, and we want to be your first call anytime you need help with your heating and cooling system, even if it's in the middle of the night. To schedule a maintenance check of your HVAC system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
Kempthorne Volkswagen has an SUV that's the perfect match for your lifestyle. Head-turning style, room for the family, turbocharged power, or all-electric. And unlike some dealers, we never sell over MSRP. Plus, we'll pay you $500 over book for your trade. You'll save thousands. Find your perfect match at Kempthorne Volkswagen. Stop in today or visit KempthorneVW.com.
Welcome back to Wooster, Ohio, where the New Philadelphia Quakers are taking on the Wooster Generals. And we, if we're having technical difficulties, are trying to address it online or while we're doing this live. So stay with us. We're doing our best here. Hey, a big thank you real quick to Casey Claxton and the Claxton Communication team. Of course, Casey and his camera people, technical people that he has with him. Judd Bone and Destiny Ann are their names. And big thanks to them. And again, if you want to catch us live streaming, you could do it on the app. You could do it on the WJER.com website. And of course, now WJER has a YouTube channel. So you can see the Quakers rushing out onto the field right here live if you're watching the streaming. If not, then you're just listening to Coach and I talk about this stuff. Anyway, it's time for the starting lineups brought to you by your local Wendy's. Wendy's, where the recipe is quality. So for the New Philadelphia Quakers, it's going to be some of familiar faces. Keaton Fowsel, the 6-foot, 170-pound sophomore, will be taking the snaps. Possibly we may see Curtis Tesloff also back there. He's a 6-foot, 180-pound senior. He's taking most of the carries, I would guess, tonight for the Quakers will be number 3, Trevor Bean. A big happy birthday to Trevor Bean, who's turning 18 today. He's a 5'10", 180-pound senior. Other people in the backfield, maybe Jaden Bolts will get some carries. Receivers for the Quakers, boy, oh boy, could be any number of guys. Shawnee Dietz, Brant Wells got a couple catches last week against Steubenville, did a nice job. Zath Rothrock, he may be out there catching a couple. Cotter Tetzloff might be catching a couple balls. He's a big guy, 6'4", 206 pounds. Thad Van Arsdale may catch the balls. Jordy Delarue might be catching some balls. And then let's take a look at the big front line for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Dakota McCune, Boston Crowell, Tate Casper, Bryant Corns, Cameron Clarkson, Garrett Dillon Ryan, Willie Wallace. Those are the big names on the inside. They're going to be banging up against the Generals. And let's take a real quick look at the Quakers' defensive lineup. Those front five for the Quakers are Thad Van Arsdale and Owen Schellis, Elijah Forrest, Cameron Clarkson, Connor Tetzloff also playing on the defensive side. A couple of backers for the Quakers. Zach Rothrock, 6'2", 210-pound junior. Jaden Bolts, a 6', 200-pound junior. And then defensive backfield for the Quakers. Jordy Dela Cruz, Curtis Tetzloff, Willie Wallace back there, and of course Trevor Bean plays a cornerback. For the Wooster Generals, Coach, we know a few of these offensive players, and I think you're going to have you're going to get to hear this name quite a bit tonight. Luke Snowbarger is the the quarterback for the Generals. He is 6'5", 185 pounds. As we said, is 22-41 for 258 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The big running back for them is Seth Chamberlain. He's a senior, and he's had 40 rushes for 209 yards in 2 games. Other running backs, you'll see Adam Lykowski. I think he actually will take a few snaps at quarterback. He did against Wadsworth last week. And then Michael Holman Williams is another big guy that's a senior, 6', 210 pounds. And we'll get to see some action from him. Targets for Luke Snowbarger. They got a bunch of receivers out there. Bronson Morgan's the leading guy. He's got 8 catches for 122 yards, a couple touches, like the coach pointed out. And then Tristan Walker is another guy that's going to catch, a few balls. Caleb Scott, Anthony Sines. Sines returns kicks. Caleb Scott, I think, returns kick. Hayden Meese returns kicks. A lot of offense for these Generals, Coach. Quakers better be ready for this one.
There is. And, that it's just going to be something that's going to be very interesting to see, how both teams respond. Both teams are coming off losses.
Yes.
And, so you never know how guys are going to respond, to losses that you've had in this season. And so, I think it all boils down to, to me, again, I hate to say this and it'd be the same thing over and over, is who wins the battle of the trenches.
Yep.
Is going to win the football game.
Yep, we're going to find out right away. You just saw the Generals come on the field. If you are watching live streaming us on YouTube or through the app or from WJER.com, those were your starting lineups. Stop at any of your local Wendy's following the game. Wendy's, where their recipe is quality. A big thank you to Wendy's for sponsoring the starting lineups again. All right, so, Coach, here we go. It looks like the Quakers are going to receive the ball. Wooster is going to kick off. If you're streaming this thing live, you can see that the Quakers are out there on the field and are ready to receive the ball. Wooster Generals are jogging out to their space to get started. YMCA is here for your community, stronger in spirit, mind, and body. Stronger for you, stronger for us, stronger together. The Tusk YMCA now offers a 24/7 fitness center. Find your passion, find your why. Visit the Y today on Monroe Street in Dover. Big thank you to the YMCA for sponsoring today's kickoff. And as anyone that knows me, YMCA is very near and dear to my heart, so I'm glad they are our sponsor. All right, so here we go. Wooster Generals kicking off the new Philadelphia Quakers. Happy Football Friday. Back to receive for the Quakers. Who picked that up? That is
Jordy Delacruz.
Yeah, Jordy's got a nice return coming to the outside. Here's made of the 50 at the 40. And he's going to get knocked out of bounds right around the 30-yard line of the Generals. That's a great start for the Quakers. First down, New Philadelphia in Worcester territory. That might be the punch the Quakers need to get things started here.
Yeah, that was a 60-yard kickoff return for Jordy Delacruz.
So the Quakers are going to start first down and 10 on the Wooster Generals 30-yard line. As predicted, starting in the backfield, the birthday boy Trevor Bean and Keaton Falso, the quarterback for the Quakers. And we're going to look for a pass, and the Generals have got inside. They're going to get him. It's an 11-yard loss for the Quakers. Pretty good coverage that time by the Wooster Generals. Keaton could not find an open receiver.
Yeah, that ball's got to come out a little quicker, to be honest.
Yep.
And I was watching the line and the quarterback, so I had to watch the receivers.
So it's 2nd and 20 for the New Philadelphia Quakers at the 40-yard line of Worcester. Shawnee in motion, gets the handoff. And he's going to go around the end, and it looks like he might get 8, 9, maybe 9 of those yards back. They'll bring up down a 3rd and 11 situation for the Quakers. With all the heat out there tonight, Coach, you think we're going to get some extra water breaks?
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
Yes, I'm sorry. We'll probably get a few extra water breaks tonight with this much heat on the field.
Good possibility.
So Quakers 3rd and 11 from the 31. Here's Falso rolling out to the right. Finds the receivers. Brant Wells. Was that Brant?
No, that was Dan DiDonato.
Oh, it is Dan DiDonato. Very nice. Dan DiDonato with a nice catch. It's going to bring up a 4th and short. This is definitely 4-down territory for the Quakers. They're on the 21-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 1. Quakers are going to go for it. Handoff inside to Bean. They're going to stop them. Quakers going to end up turning the ball over on downs. 4 plays turn over to the Wooster Generals. So we'll see what the Generals come out with. Wooster is going to start their offense tonight on their own 21-yard line. Snowbarger behind in the shotgun. Long snap. And then they'll look over to the sidelines. There's Fink. He's going to go long on the pass. First pass out to the right side. And it looks like we're probably going to get a little defensive pass interference. The pass was complete. Bronson Morgan with the catch. That's the guy we told you about pregame. Had 8 catches for 122 yards this season so far. So the Generals going to get a first down in Quaker territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Generals from the New Philadelphia 48-yard line. Pretty nice pass by Snowbarger that time.
Morgan made a nice adjustment in spite of the pass interference.
Here's Snowbarger with the fake snap, and then look over to the sidelines. And this time it's a handoff on the right side to Chamberlain. He's going to get a couple. Quakers covered that pretty well. Let's give him 4. Make it 3. How about 2nd and 7 for the Wooster Generals?
I think if the Quakers can make them do that, every play, 3 yards and so forth, but just can't give up, the big play. That was a big play on the first series. So
Chamberlain in motion. They're going to hand off on the inside. And it's a longer run by Michael Holman Williams. Going to get the Generals another first down. Clear down inside the 15-yard line for the Generals. Let's make it the 14. So 1st and 10 for Wooster. Inside the red zone against the Quakers. Quaker defense needs to step it up here. Going to have a false start penalty on the Wooster Generals. Dead ball, false start. Could be anything, Coach, right? That could be a little bit of movement of one of the linemen. Could be somebody lined up in the neutral zone. Could be, literally could be that mouth guard hanging out. Isn't that also?
Yeah, but I think they moved on that.
Okay.
Anytime that you call your plays in, you go halfway, then look again. Some people are going to get a little messed up with your count.
Sure. Only the 3rd game of the season. Here's Snowbarger. He's got a handoff on the inside. Seth Chamberlain, leading rusher for the Wooster Generals. Quakers did a pretty nice job of bottling him up. It was 2nd and 15, that was 1st and 15. Now we're going to have 2nd and about 14. Make it 13. Quakers did a nice job of covering that run on the inside. Wooster content to run the ball since that first original long pass to Bronson Morgan on the outside. Snowbarger, and he's got Chamberlain with him in the backfield. And there he looks over to the left side in the flat. Got Bronson Morgan again. Covered pretty well by the Quakers out there in the left side flat. Bringing up a 3rd and 6 for the Wooster Generals. We hope you're joining us not just on the WJER.com or the app to listen to us, but we hope you're also enjoying the live streaming available through WJER.com/videos or the WJER YouTube channel. Here's Snowbarger. Hands off on the inside to Holman Williams. Yeah, Hellman's going to pick up a first down for the Generals. It's going to be first and goal from about the 2-yard line.
You know, Michael Hallman-Williams, 6 foot, 210-pound senior. And I'll tell you what, got some nice moves, got good power.
Quakers have the handfuls with these running backs. And here we go again. This is going to be Chamberlain, and he's going to sneak up on the inside. Just enough. Generals score first. On a 2-yard touchdown run by Seth Chamberlain. 5'7", 155-pound senior for Wooster.
Well, not the kind of start the Quakers obviously wanted in this football game.
Nope. After a great opening kickoff return, the Quakers went 4 and out, and Generals marched it all the way down the field and punched one in. Jacob Russell in to kick for Wooster. 7-0 Wooster after one. When we come back, we'll have Quakers returning the ball again right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
This is Jim Moser with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are living in unusual times, and virtually all businesses are affected by product shortages and shipping delays. With this in mind, I'd like to encourage you to keep your current HVAC system in good working order. Service is our first order of business, and we want to be your first call anytime you need help with your heating and cooling system, even if it's in the middle of the night. To schedule a maintenance check of your HVAC system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
Separate yourself from the crowd and be a rock star at Solid Rock Photos. Hi, I'm Denny Trimmer, inviting you to our new studio home at 128 North Broadway in the heart of downtown New Philadelphia for an unforgettable rock star photo experience. You can learn more online at solidrockphotos.com and all of our social media platforms, or give us a call, 330-795-0334.
It's time for a Quaker Cheer from your Quaker cheerleaders, brought to you by the Grove Gift Shop.
P-A-I-L-A! We are Philly!
The Grove helps you show your school spirit with new Philadelphia Quakers door decorations, Vera Bradley bags, water bottles, picture frames, and more. The Grove on the Boulevard in Dover.
Yo, with us, we are Philly!
They got it to 4th and 1. And if you want to be a good football team, unfortunately, you've got to convert 4th and 1s.
Yep, those 4th and 1s are
to
crucial.
be a good football team.
Yep, so we'll see what the Quakers do here. They, again, if you're just joining us, the Quakers return the first kickoff all the way down to the Wooster Generals 30-yard line, punched it down, got to the 4th and 1, like Coach said, but then got stopped on a short running play. Worcester General then turned around and on a pass interference play, got over midfield, and then after that really used the running attack to punch it in on the Quakers, going the additional 48 yards. So here we go, Quakers, 5:42 to go, trailing 7-0, 1st and 10, and the ball is now on the Worcester 49-yard line. And here's a run on the right side to Trevor Bean. Bean's going to pick up 11. Nice first down. Maybe give him a pickup of 12. So it's going to be 1st and 10.
Sorry, Jimmy. That might be, to me, and I didn't see last week's game, but that was the best offensive play, the running play I've seen the Quakers have.
Yeah, they really fired out at the line that
they
game.
Did.
So here we go. Again, we'll see what we can do, and that is the birthday boy, Trevor Bean, again with the carry. This time on the left-hand side. Picks up 4.
Going to be holding against the Quakers.
Yep, we're going to bring it back with a penalty. We're going to do that first down again. The ball now will move back to the Wooster Generals 47-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 20. A little more of a challenge. So the Quakers put a man in motion that time, brought it around the right-hand side. Maybe got a couple back. Going to bring up 2nd and probably 18 or so from the 45-yard line of the Wooster Generals. So we've seen that do that a couple times where they bring a guy in motion, hand the ball off to them around the outside. The first time Shawnee Dietz did it, picked up a few yards. That time not as successful. That was Willie Wallace, I believe, with the carry.
Yeah, they're just trying to run a jet sweep, trying to stretch them out a little bit, and maybe they'll get back, and I missed that penalty.
All right, so we're going to get another holding call on the Quakers. That's 3 penalties for the Quakers so far. Going to move them backwards to their own 44-yard line this time, where it's going to be 1st and a whole bunch.
He broke the huddle with 12 guys.
Okay. Too many players on the field. We didn't get a guy off in time for the Quakers.
No, they got him off. But you're not allowed to break the huddle with 12.
Got it. So when they come out of the huddle, that guy needs to be off the sideline already. All right, so let's back it up a little bit more. It's going to be 1st down and 44 yards to go. Quakers on their own 39-yard line. To get a 1st down, Coach, they're going to have to get to Wooster's 27-yard line. Let's see what the Quakers have in store. Trailing 7-0, 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go in this first half, or in this first quarter. And a little broken play there. Quakers going to get stopped in the backfield. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 2nd and a whole bunch. Quakers put Bean in the backfield. And we've got Tetzloff in at quarterback now. Quakers have switched and put Connor. Is that Connor Tetzloff back there? Or is that Curtis? Or was that Keaton Fossil?
That was Keaton Fossil.
That was Keaton, okay. My humble apologies there. So the Quakers, incomplete pass there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 30. I think it's 3rd and 32 from their own 39-yard line. Quakers need a little magic here. Fossil going to hand off an inside to Trevor Bean. Trevor's going to pick up 7. It's going to be a 4th down for the Quakers. They're going to have to punt this away. See if they can get the defense out here to stop Wooster and get this field flipped around. Back to return for Wooster. Looks like Hayden Meese is back there. Punting for the Quakers. Nice punt from Tetzloff. And he's going to call a fair catch. Generals are going to start this one about their own 15-yard line. When we come back, it'll be New Philadelphia Quaker football right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Jennifer Ress here from Pam's Posies. Please visit our new location across from the hospital. We have the most beautiful custom flower arrangements, holiday and seasonal decor, gifts, plants, and so much more. We have same-day flower delivery and deliver to all local hospitals and funeral homes. Check us out online at doverflowers.com. At Pam's Posies, we guarantee the freshest and longest-lasting flowers. Let us make your birthdays, anniversaries, and special occasions wonderful with beautiful flowers from Pam's Posies on the Boulevard.
Welcome back to Wooster High School. 1st and 10 for the Wooster Generals on their own 16-yard line. Winning this one 7-0 so far against the Quakers. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Handoff to the right side to Chamberlain. Chamberlain picked up 4 or 5. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Wooster Generals. Worcester's second possession in this ball game so far, Coach. We've seen them run the majority of the time. They picked up their biggest gainer on a passing play out to Bronson Morgan, their leading receiver. But for the most part, ever since then, they've been running the ball.
You know, they have. And they've been, especially with Holman Williams, been very, very successful running the football.
Snowbarger rolls out to the right side, a little miscommunication, or just threw it over the head. Either way, incompletion. It's going to be 3rd down and about 4 for the Wooster Generals. Pretty good pursuit and coverage that time by the New Philadelphia Quakers, trailing this one 7-0 here in the first quarter. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the quarter. Luke Snowbarger, 6'5", 185-pound junior quarterback for the Wooster Generals. Quakers in their first Ohio Cardinal Conference game. First Cardinal Conference reference for a long time.
Yeah, a lot of years.
Here's Snowbarger. He's going to look back for Chamberlain. Chamberlain goes up the middle and is stopped and met by a Quaker. Head on. Good tackle. Might have seen a late flag come in there. We're going to see. We'll wait for the referee to clear this one up. They look like they might be calling a face mask there, Coach.
Well, his helmet came off, and I'm not sure how he saw that. He was in behind.
Yep, personal foul, face mask against the New Philadelphia Quakers. Coach Mike Johnson, not happy to hear that one. Out on the field, having a little chat with the referees. Either way, the Wooster Generals are going to pick up a quick 15 and an automatic 1st down. Move the ball out to their own 35-yard line. Generals winning this one right now, 7-0, 2:13 here to go in the first quarter. Jim Boose and the coach, Phil Tidrick, joining me here in Worcester. Luke Snowbarger, quarterback for the Wooster Generals. He's going to fake the handoff and go over the middle. And he's got a receiver. That was Ethan Shetler with the reception, number 80 for the Wooster Generals. If you're joining us from Worcester, welcome. We always welcome the other opponents' fans to our games, and hopefully I can pronounce names correctly. Not as used to seeing those. Ethan Shetler, number 80 for the Generals with that reception. Brings them into New Philadelphia territory. 1st down from the Quakers' 48-yard line. Snowbarger in the backfield. He's going to look out to the right side, and he's got Chamberlain on a little catch out here. Oh, no, that is Anthony Sines over here. And he's going to bring it all the way back across the field. Pretty nice run by Sines. He can run after catch. Brought it all the way back around to the left side of the field.
And they got a penalty.
And we got another penalty. It looks like it's going to be against the Quakers.
No, it's against Worcester.
Oh, that is against Worcester. Okay, great. Coach, that's more like it. So that's going to move the Wooster Generals back into their territory. Big penalty. 15-yarder. What was the penalty there, Coach?
I never saw him.
I heard him yell 15 yards. That's all I heard. Either way, it's going to be 1st and a whole bunch for the Wooster Generals. Didn't we just see this on the New Philadelphia side?
Might have been a crackback.
Crackback block. Could be. 1st and 28 for the Generals from their side of the field. Here's Snowbarger looking out to the right side. And that, of course, is that is Michael Hellman Williams, 6 foot, 210-pound senior. lined up at a H-back, I think, that time. It's going to get them back to closer to midfield. They're going to be back at the 45-yard line. It's going to be second and about 17. 57 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Generals leading this one 7-0. This is their second possession. Quakers have had 2. Chamberlain on the inside handoff. He's going to pick up, make it 5. Going to be 3rd and 12 for the Generals.
Big early defensive possession for the Quakers. I mean, you've got them in 3rd and 13.
3rd and 13.
And kind of a big play. You stop them here. Maybe you can get them to punt it away, and the Quakers defense would have done their job.
It's a big play for the Quakers. 3rd and 13. 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Luke Snowbarger in at quarterback for the General. He's going to look over to his right side, and he's got a big target out there, and he's got the catch. Number 13, Bronson Morgan, leading receiver for the Generals, brought that one in for a first down for the Wooster Generals. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Probably not going to get another play off here. So that's going to end it. When we come back, we'll have second quarter action right here on your Voice of the Valley.
Cartoons and Accessories in New Philadelphia is the one-stop shop for all your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV sound and lighting systems. We carry all the great brands you're looking for at great prices. Right now, light up your motorcycle with our multi-LED system for just $299 installed. Includes a free RGB, color-changing remote control. Complete motorcycle sound system upgrades you can afford are in stock and ready to install now. Call us today at 330-339-2006. Cartoons in New Philadelphia. Be there.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. Subway is drafting 12 new subs for the all-new Subway Series menu.
Like number 3, the Monster, piled high with juicy steak and crispy bacon. And number 9, the Champ, with rotisserie-style chicken and double Monterey cheddar.
And you gotta taste number 6, the Boss, with pepperoni and meatballs smothered in rich marinara sauce and topped with fresh mozzarella.
And that's just 3 of them. It's the new Subway Series menu. What's your pick?
Freshly prepared in front of you.
The Hennis Care Center family has job opportunities for qualified candidates. Hennis in Bolivar and in Dover is now hiring STNAs along with other positions. Hennis is proud to offer competitive wages, generous health and life insurance benefits, shift flexibility, 401k, meals during shifts, paid personal time, and more. When you work with Hennis, you become part of the family. Apply in person at Hennis in Bolivar or Dover, or apply online at henniscarecenter.com. carecenter.com.
And welcome back to Wooster, Ohio, where the New Philadelphia Quakers have traveled for Friday Night Football against the Wooster Generals, trailing this one 7-0, 11:38 here to go in the second quarter. Wooster Generals now driving in New Philadelphia territory. They've got a 2nd and 8 from the New Philadelphia 27-yard line. Luke Snowbarger, the quarterback for the Generals. Snap, look to the sideline. He's got Chamberlain in the backfield with him. And he's going to hand off short inside. Quakers track him down, but not until Chamberlain picks up 4 or 5. Quakers are getting to the running back, just not early enough to stop him. They're going to have a 3rd and 3 from the 22-yard line. Chamberlain with a nice run on the inside. 22-yard line of the New Philadelphia Quakers. 10:45 to go here in the second quarter. Wooster Generals leading this one 7-0. Sun has gone down here in Wooster. It's starting to cool off a little bit. Snowbarger's going to look inside, hand it off to Chamberlain again. Hit head on by a Quaker, but not until he got across that first down marker. I don't believe. Probably going to be another first, or it's going to be really close. Nope, they're going to give him the first down, so another first down for the Wooster Generals. This time inside the 20. Second time the Generals have been in the red zone against the Quakers tonight. Generals leading 7-0. 10 minutes, 15 seconds here to go in the second quarter. So Hellman Williams now in the backfield with Chamberlain and Luke Snowbarger. And there's going to fake and sends Hellman Williams out to the right side for a quick catch, and around the corner he goes. Gets inside the 15. Picked up 4 on that. He's at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 6 for the Wooster Generals, leading this one 7-0 against the new Philadelphia Quakers. So as expected, Coach, the Wooster Generals using a variety of weapons, passing the ball a little bit with Snowbarger. He likes Hellman Williams. He certainly likes Bronson Morgan. And we're seeing plenty of Chamberlain run out of that backfield.
You know, and they are. And, you know, the Quakers are in pretty good shape defensively. They're right there. They're just, you know, the Generals have made a nice play.
Yeah. Chamberlain, again, gets a handoff on the inside, powers forward. Picked up 5, maybe close to that 6, so maybe enough for the first down. Depends on the spot. They're going to spot him a little bit short, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Generals. Quakers, yeah, like you said, they're playing pretty good defense. They're just, they're just kind of getting pushed backwards a little bit. Not giving up the big plays. Penalties have hurt them. They've had 4 penalties tonight so far. Got to clean that up. So here's the Generals, 3rd and 2 from the New Philadelphia 11-yard line. 8:40 to go, second quarter. Here's a handoff on the right side to Chamberlain. He's going to easily get the first down, maybe a touchdown. And he's in the end zone for another touchdown. Seth Chamberlain's 2nd touchdown of the night. That time an 11-yard run by Seth Chamberlain on the right side. Quakers go down 13-0. And here is the kick. Jacob Russell, the kicker for the Generals. And here's the kick by Russell. It's up, and it's good. 14-0 Generals leading this one. When we come back, the Quakers going to get the ball back. We'll see what they can do. Join us right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Hi, this is Josh from High Impact Tree Service. We pride ourselves on offering outstanding service no matter the job. Whether you are needing tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, or storm cleanup, High Impact is just a phone call away. If you are ready to make an impact on your property with a trim or removal, we are the professionals you need. Give us a call at 330-275-1718 or online at highimpacttree.com.
The flowers you choose make a first dance more magical, a sad day brighter, a birthday more festive. So when you choose flowers, choose Pam's Posies, where they guarantee brilliant blooms for at least a week. Flowers from Pam's make a big first impression day after day after day. Stop into their shop, call 330-343-8377, or order online for delivery worldwide at doverflowers.com.
I'm Greg Ress, and I'd like to thank our customers for supporting our family business. We wish you and your family the best.
On the road this week, the first game in the Ohio Cardinal Conference, find themselves trailing 14-0 after an 85-yard drive by the Wooster General. Here is the kickoff, 8:31 to go in the second quarter. Short pooch kick, and it's going to drop. One of the Quakers falls on it, and the Quakers are going to start with a first down right there. Hey, when we come back, Quakers action right here in the second quarter on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
At Kent State Tuscarawas, you create your own success. Choose from over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees, including animation, game design, criminology and justice studies, psychology, engineering technology, English, business, nursing, and vet tech. Our tuition rates are low, our professors are excellent, and we deliver a high-quality academic experience. Stay close to home. Spend less. Prepare for your future today at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
And the Quakers start on their own 33-yard line with a first down. 8:20 to go, trailing in this one 14-0. Run on the right-hand side. Quakers pick up a couple, make it 5 or 6. And it's going to be second, and they're going to make it 2nd and 3. So they gave him 7 yards on that carry.
You know, what they've done, obviously, is they're working on the right side behind Clarkson and Dylan Ryan and pulling the backside guard and getting a little push there, and Bean's running the football pretty hard.
There's Bean. Looked to the right side, came back to the left side. He's still pulled and easily gets the first down, almost into general territory. He's going to be up around the 47-yard line. First down, Quakers. Trevor Bean, happy birthday to Trevor Bean, who turns 18 years old today. Quakers will have a 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line, trailing 14-0 here in the second quarter with 7 minutes, 34 seconds to go. Keaton Fausel, 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore, hands off to Trevor Bean around the right side, and there's a couple generals trying to stop him back there. Good move. Looks like we got another penalty right in the area of holding, probably for the Quakers. Great 2nd and 3rd effort there by Trevor Bean to get around that side. But we've got a spot foul, a holding against the New Philadelphia Quakers. That's going to push them back 10. So again, Coach, we had a first down, got another holding call. Now we're going to have a 2nd down, but 2nd and 20. Or 1st and 20. With the spot foul, they only gave him 9 on that one, so it's going to be 1st and 19 from their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, you know, you're getting the thing you see is holding takes place every play.
Exactly. It sure does.
And it doesn't matter if it's high school, it doesn't matter if it's college, and it doesn't matter if it's pro. They hold every play.
Yes, exactly.
However, what you have to be able to do, obviously, is not get caught.
Yeah. Etney Richardson, I believe, with run that time. Wasn't that Etney in the backfield lined up with Trevor Bean?
I have no idea.
I think it was. Also in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his left behind Bean. And he's got Tetzloff, who knocked it up in the air. Almost had a great catch. Oh, that was Dave. See, there was Dan Dionato again. That's the second time he's caught me off guard.
And that wasn't a great ball, but it was right on the money. That ball's got to be caught.
Yeah, Dan's got to hang on to that one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he hits you right on the money. You got to catch the rock.
Gave himself a nice second effort by knocking the ball out in front of him a little bit, but then he just couldn't hold on to it because one of the generals grabbed him and threw him down. 3rd and 17 now for the Quakers from their own 40-yard line. 6:23 to go, trailing 14-0. Here's Fausel, low snap. He's going to look over the middle, and he's going to get picked off by the Wooster Generals. Hayden Meese got the pickoff that time for the Wooster in their defensive backfield. So Meese is going to bring it across midfield. Generals are going to start with the football in Quaker territory. They're going to be about on the 35-yard line here. Wooster Generals leading this one 14-0 at this point. 6:12 to go in the second quarter. Quakers need to step it up on defense, keep them out of the end zone here. So far, 2 possessions, 2 long drives by Wooster, 2 touchdowns. So here's Snowbarger. He's going to fake to Chamberlain in the inside. Ooh, almost picked off by one of the New Philadelphia Quakers. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. 6:08 to go in the second quarter. 14-0 general lead at this point for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Turnover would come in handy right now for New Philadelphia.
Well, they just had their chance.
They had a good chance there, right through the hands of one of the
right
Quakers.
Right through his hands and didn't make a play. So
Seth Chamberlain, the running back for the Wooster Generals, doing a lot of the damage out of the backfield. Luke Snowbarger, the quarterback, 6'5", 185 pounds. Junior. And he's going to hand off to Chamberlain. Chamberlain ducks his head down, goes up the middle. Picks up 4. Pushed him back to about 2. We'll see what they give him for a spot. They're going to give him that 3 right in between. So it's going to be 3rd. Oh, they only gave him 2. So 3rd and 8 for the Wooster Generals from the New Philadelphia 33-yard line. 5:40 to go here in the half. Generals leading this one 14-0. Wooster content at this point to keep grinding it out on the ground. Had the most success on the ground so far. Snowbarger back to pass. Going to pass in the middle. Whole bunch of Quakers right in the way. Not sure who he's going to pass that one to. Either way, incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th and 8 decision time for Coach of Wooster.
I think what they were doing, Jim, was they were trying to set up a screen to Chamberlain in the middle of the formation, and the Quakers had just enough pressure, and a couple of linemen stayed back to take away the screen. So good play by the Quaker defense.
Yep, good play by the Quaker defense. Brings up this 4th and 8. 5:22 to go in the quarter. Plenty of time for the Generals. Snowbargers are going to stand in the shotgun. He's got Chamberlain, and he's going to look down the field. Going on the outside, and that ball almost picked off by the New Philadelphia Quakers. Doesn't matter. They're going to get the ball on downs on the 33-yard line. With 5:15 to go, when we come back, let's see what the Quakers could do right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing's High School Sports Game Day giveaway is back. Enter now before October 21st at henryheating.com/rivalry for your chance to win a Bryant ductless heat pump system with complimentary installation. The winner will be announced during the WJER halftime coverage of the 119th Dover New Philadelphia High School football game. Contact Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing for all your residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, and plumbing services. Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your partner to live and work comfortably.
Kempthorne Volkswagen has an SUV that's the perfect match for your lifestyle. Head-turning style, room for the family, turbocharged power, or all-electric. And unlike some dealers, we never sell over MSRP. Plus, we'll pay you $500 over book for your trade. You'll save thousands. Find your perfect match at Kempthorne Volkswagen. Stop in today or visit KempthorneVW.com.
Quakers style in Wooster, Ohio, where the score is 14-0. Wooster Generals leading this one. 4:51 to go in the second quarter. Quakers find themselves at a 2nd and 8 position on their own 35-yard line. And drop the snap. Going to take the run out of the backfield, get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Quakers. So, Coach, we were talking off the air. You know, Quakers almost had an interception there, but it's kind of good he dropped that because then the Quakers got the ball on downs much farther out here.
You know, it hit off the one. I think it was Curtis Tetzloff made a nice play defensively on their big receiver Morgan, knocked the ball up in the air. I think Willie Wallace. It fell off his fingertips, which is a good thing for the Quakers, to be honest.
3rd and 6 for the Quakers. Fossil looks to the outside, and he's got Dan DiDonato for a first down for the Quakers. Kempthorne VW first down. New Philadelphia Quakers on our first Pam's Posies performance play by one of the Quakers. Pam's Posies. Join the Pam's Posies Flower Club today. It's a no-brainer. They'll set up beautiful fresh flower deliveries for special occasions in your life so you'll never forget an important date again. Pam's Posies.
Yep, nice ball by Fossil. Nice catch by Dan DiDonato.
Trevor Bino, the handoff on the left side. He's going to fight his way for maybe a couple. Bringing up a 2nd down. Almost to midfield for the Quakers. 3:30 to go here in the first half. Quakers trailing 14-0. Give him a pickup of 1. Make it 2nd and 9. Quakers have plenty of time, Coach, here to get it down the field, and let's get one score in before halftime.
They do. And like I said, it looks to me like we're trying to establish an identity on offense.
Agreed. Here's Fausel, and he's going to go off the right side, take it himself, get around the corner. He's going to pick up a couple. He's going to have the first down for the Quakers, and a real nice Pam's Posies performance play by your sophomore quarterback, Keaton Fausel. 6'11", 170-pound sophomore for the Quakers. Going to get him a first down in Wooster General territory. Going to make it to about the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, Quakers. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Quakers trailing 14-0 against the Wooster Generals.
Yeah, that was a nice play. It was a nice run by Fausel. Made two guys miss, was able to pick up enough yardage for the first down.
1st and 10, Quakers. Handoff inside to Trevor Bean. He's going to make himself way through for another. I think we may get a face mask there. A couple different guys reaching out from the Generals and grabbing at him. And we'll see what happens here. Could be a very advantageous play for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Nice run by Bean that time.
There was, but the ball was on the ground too, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too. We'll see what happens here.
Face mask, okay.
Yep. Face mask on the Generals. That's going to tack on another 15, probably from that spot. Which will get the Quakers down definitely in 4 down territory. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Quakers from the Wooster General 29-yard line. 2:44 to go here in the first half. Quakers trailing 14-0. So here the Quakers on 1st and 10. Fausel is going to keep himself go around the right-hand side. Nice choice that time. And the Quakers going to have a 2nd and about 1. Almost to the 20-yard line. Stop clock, 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go for the Quakers before halftime. Handoff inside to Trevor Bean. He's inside the 20, which that play puts us in the high-impact tree surface red zone. High-impact tree service offers tree trimming, full tree removal, and stump grinding. So when you're ready to make an impact, call High Impact Tree Service at 330-275-1718 or find them online at highimpacttree.com. So the Quakers for the first time inside the red zone tonight. Coach, we're pretty impressed with the Quakers on this drive.
Well, the nice little offensive series so far for the Quakers in this drive, and I think what they're trying to do is you're going to let Trevor Bean run the ball, you're going to let Keaton Fausel run the football.
This time it is going to be Bean trying to get around the right-hand side, and he's quick, but those Generals were pretty quick too, and they forced him out just inside the line of scrimmage. Maybe they'll give him a pickup of 1, we'll see. Either way, the clock stopped at 2 minutes. There is no 2-minute warning in high school football. But we've got 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Score, Wooster Generals 14, New Philadelphia Quakers 0. Actually lost a yard on that one, so they're going to make it 2nd and 11. Quakers really need to go into halftime with the score here, Coach.
That would be good since Worcester's getting the ball coming out the second half.
So we're going to have a timeout by the New Philadelphia Quakers. When we come back, 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter, join us, won't you, on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Backpacks, homework, yellow buses, and Friday night football. These are just a few of the signs that tell us school is back in session. Hi, this is Doug Sofer of the Sofer Insurance Agency in New Philadelphia. The start of the new school year is an exciting time for students, teachers, and families all across the Tuscarawas Valley. Please remember to slow down and be extra careful driving near schools, buses, and morning and afternoon drop-off times. Best of luck to all our local teams, bands, cheerleaders this season. Always do your best and be great teammates. May this be your best school year ever.
The associates at Sofer Insurance are proud to provide families and businesses with affordable options for your insurance needs and take the time to get to know you face to face. They are proud to be part of the community for nearly 50 years and look forward to meeting you. Good luck and best wishes for a great year.
Inside the 20, and here we go. Here's Falso. He's going to look on the outside and had a guy, but it was Dan DiDonato. Dropped the balls a little bit low, but very catchable ball. So we're going to have 3rd and 11 for the Quakers. Pretty nice pass, a little bit low. We've got to hang on to those balls, and it wasn't a big gainer, but it certainly would have got them a little bit closer, making these next 2 plays a little bit easier. 3rd and 11, 1:56 to go now in the second quarter. Again, the Quakers are trailing this one, 14-0, but knocking on the door. Quakers run a sweep on the left-hand side. They're going to get pushed to the inside, and we're going to get a first down, it looks like. Hope there wasn't another flag on that play. Willie Wallace on the sweep around to the left here. Quakers going to pick up that 1st and goal inside the high-impact tree service red zone for the Quakers. Nice Pam Posey's performance play by Willie Wallace.
Yeah, left side of the offense did a great job sealing the outside.
Little trouble on that snap. The Quakers going to have to grab it and fall down on it at the 8-yard line. So it was first goal from the 6. Now it's going to be a second goal from the maybe out to the 9.
Well, that in all honesty, Jim, that was a great snap. That hit him right in the chest.
Yep.
He was trying. He was trying to run before he secured the ball, and you have a tendency to do that. But that was a snap that's got to be caught, in all honesty.
Yep. 52 seconds here in the second quarter, and the clock is running. Quakers at the 9-yard line, trying to punch one in before halftime. There's Trevor Bean over the right-hand side. He's going to pick up a couple, get about to the 5-yard line, and then tackle. Quakers going to have to take another timeout. We'll see what they're going to do here. If they take a timeout, we're going to take a timeout. And we'll be back right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
We've gone through a lot together over the years, but the YMCA's mission has remained the same: to be here for our community, strong in spirit, mind, and body, strong for you, strong for your family, strong together. Join a class, become a member, become a role model, join our staff, or volunteer at the Y. At the Y, you make a difference. Stop by the Y today on Monroe Street in Dover. Find your passion. Find your why. The Tuscarawas County YMCA now offers 24/7 fitness center access. Join today.
Hey, welcome back to Wooster High School. The score is 14-0. There's 36 seconds left in the first half. Quakers have the ball. They're going to be on the 7-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal. We want you to stick around at halftime for the Sofer Insurance halftime show, which always has the Kemp Insurance halftime stat reports from the coach, Phil Tidrick. We'll have some team stats. We'll have some individual stats. And, of course, we'll have the Kent State scoreboard update. So the Quakers, 3rd and 7, coach, 36 seconds to go. They've got to punch this in one in. We know Wooster Generals are going to get the ball here to start the third quarter, so the Quakers have got to take these 2 plays and get the ball in the end zone.
Well, they've got 2 plays to get 7 yards or 8 yards, so.
Here's Falso back, and the Generals are going to get to him. And so that's going to be a sack out to about the 15. And they're going to, we're going to see if they're going to call a quick timeout here. Yes, they are. So we'll take one, too. And we'll be right back here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the beautiful campus of Wooster High School, where the New Philadelphia Quakers find themselves down 14-0 against the Wooster Generals, but they're driving, and they just took a sack, so there's going to be 4th and 15, 4th and goal they can't get a first down, so from the 15-yard line, they've got to get this one into the end zone. Let's see what the Quakers come back with. They could kick it, obviously. The Quakers have a great kicker in Nathaniel Demuth, but I have a feeling Coach Mike Johnson is going to go for this one. Yep, and he is. Here's Keaton Fossil back out in the backfield, and he's got, of course, the birthday boy, Trevor Bean, with him. Let's see what the Quakers come up with. Fossil's going into the corner, and he's got, well, he ended up throwing it into the end zone, but it got picked off that time by the Generals. So the Quakers got it down there, got us to the 7-yard line, got us to the 6-yard line, but couldn't convert. So the Wooster Generals are going to come out to the 20-yard line, I believe, and there they'll have a first down. My guess is they'll probably just kneel on it pretty quickly and go to halftime, and they know they're going to get the ball when they come back. So tough way to end that drive for the Quakers. They looked pretty good on certain plays, but boy, that right at the end there, they had some troubles.
Well, one of the things, Wooster has a 6'3", 6'4" wide receiver that can jump up. We're trying to throw basically a jump ball to a 5'8" player, and that doesn't work out very well.
Yep, that's a hard one to defend, and that looks like it's going to do it for the first half here in Wooster, Ohio. The Quakers trailing in this one 14-0. Come back and join us. We've got lots of fun at halftime here. The Sofer Insurance Halftime Show is up next. Come back and join us right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Backpacks, homework, yellow buses, and Friday night football. These are just a few of the signs that tell us school is back in session. Hi, this is Doug Sofer of the Sofer Insurance Agency in New Philadelphia. The start of the new school year is an exciting time for students, teachers, and families all across the Tuscarawas Valley. Please remember to slow down and be extra careful driving near schools, buses, and morning and afternoon drop-off times. Best of luck to all our local teams, bands, cheerleaders this season. Always do your best and be great teammates. May this be your best school year ever.
The associates at Sofer Insurance are proud to provide families and businesses with affordable options for your insurance needs and take the time to get to know you face to face. They are proud to be part of the community for nearly 50 years and look forward to meeting you. Good luck and best wishes for a great year.
We've gone through a lot together over the years, but the YMCA's mission has remained the same: to be here for our community, strong in spirit, mind, and body, strong for you, strong for your family, strong together. Join a class, become a member, become a role model, join our staff, or volunteer at the Y. At the Y, you make a difference. Stop by the Y today on Monroe Street in Dover. Find your passion. Find your why. The Tuscarawas County YMCA now offers 24/7 fitness center access. Join today.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They're the place to call for industrial, commercial, and residential work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
This is Matt Kinsey. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community, one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yerkesville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Shopping for carpet has never been easier. Discover color that speaks to you at Williams Floor Covering in Dover. Choosing the perfect carpet can be a tough decision. That's why Shaw has created a simplified shopping experience and thoughtful color palette to streamline the process. Find carpet with comfort that's easy to live on and performance for your lifestyle. All available with Lifeguard spill-proof backing. Shop the Shaw Color Wall and enjoy big savings with sale prices now for a limited time at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
14-0. The New Philadelphia Band is now on the field. It's a tough first half for the Quakers. The Wooster Generals had 2 long scoring drives to get their touchdowns on the field. New Philadelphia Quakers got inside the red zone there at the end of the second quarter, but couldn't quite punch it in. The game started out with great kickoff return by New Philadelphia, starting out their first series on the Worcester 30, but then they couldn't convert into any kind of score or any points or even really get much farther than that. A couple penalties have set them off. They've had 5 or 6 penalties now here in the first half. Hopefully the coach will have that kind of information for you. The Wooster Generals, on the other hand, have started out on their own 21-yard line, took it 79 yards, one with a penalty on New Philadelphia for pass interference, got them to the inside the New Philadelphia side of the field, and then they took it the rest of the way down, scoring a 2-yard touchdown run, Seth Chamberlain, after 79 yards. And then similarly, the Generals again brought it down all the way down the field, 12 plays, 85 yards this time, with another 11-yard touchdown run for Seth Chamberlain. That's the end of the scoring for the Wooster Generals. New Philadelphia has yet to get the ball across the goal line. So, a couple of things we want to talk about here at halftime. The game and scoring summary, of course, is brought to you by your Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes or something more serious, world-class care is near you. Find care near you at clevelandclinic.org locations. WJER is excited to add video live streaming to our high school football coverage this year. We hope you're enjoying watching this game tonight live on WJER.com and WJER's YouTube channel. Of course, you can also watch and stream this game live via the WJER app you may have on your smartphone. If you have YouTube, you could actually put it up on the big screen and be sitting at home watching this game. Our collaboration with Claxon Communication, Casey Claxon, Judd Bone, Destiny Ann, a big thanks to them. A big thanks to our sponsors who have made it possible too. That is Wendy's, Williams Floor Covering, Kempthorne Volkswagen, Pam's Posies, Sugar Valley Meats, and Smartway Communications. So when we come back here on the Sofer Insurance Halftime Show, we'll get into some of the stats of the game and just kind of break down a little bit of what we saw here in Wooster, Ohio. So join us, won't you, here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Ohio is our home, and it's full of family we're proud to care for. With more than 200 locations, Cleveland Clinic is growing to bring world-class care to your community. From Canton to Avon, and coming soon to Mentor. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes, or something more serious, big or small, we're always near you. For every care in the world. Schedule your care today at clevelandclinic.org/access.
Hi, this is Josh from High Impact Tree Service. We pride ourselves on offering outstanding service no matter the job. Whether you are needing tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, or storm cleanup, High Impact is just a phone call away. If you are ready to make an impact on your property with a trim or removal, we are the professionals you need. Give us a call at 330-275-1718 or online at highimpacttree.com.
Welcome home to the serenity and the hospitality of the Hennis Care Center in Dover and in Bolivar. Since 1947, 4 generations of the Hennis family have stood as leaders in the area with up-to-date facilities and caring, compassionate staff. With the care, safety, and happiness of every resident in mind, Hennis Care Center is a home filled with love, laughter, and amenities like chef-prepared meals, rehabilitation services, and social activities. To learn more, visit them online at henniscarecenter.com. Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Flowers make a big first impression, but when you choose Pam's Posies, you're guaranteed the freshest and longest lasting flowers that keep their wow factor long after the first day. Pam's Posies delivers flowers every day for birthdays, signature weddings and events, anniversaries, funerals, or just because. Along with their stunning floral arrangements, Pam's Posies has a beautiful selection of gifts, including jewelry, candles, and cards. See us at Pam's Posies and online at doverflowers.com today.
Welcome back to Wooster High School, where the new Philadelphia Quakers are facing the Wooster Generals in their first Ohio Cardinal Conference game this year. Right now they are trailing. It's halftime. It's 14-0. Wooster is leading. And we're going to take a little time and talk to the coach, Phil Tidrick. This is Jim Boos, along with Claxon Communications, bringing you this game from Wooster, beautiful Wooster High School. The new Philadelphia Quaker marching band is now leaving the field. We're getting ready for the Wooster Generals. Coach, what do you have for us in terms of a halftime stat report?
Okay, Jim, at halftime for the home Wooster Generals in the first half, they rushed the ball 14 times, 92 yards. They were 6 of 11 through the air for 95 yards, 187 total yards in the first half for the Generals. For your new Philadelphia Quakers, Quakers rushed the ball 22 times for 50 yards. They were 2 of 7 for 18 yards with 2 interceptions. So 50 yards rushing, 18 yards passing, 68 total yards for the Quakers in the first half.
Okay, that kind of tells the tale of this. When we come back, we'll take a look at the individual stats here on your Kemp Insurance halftime stat report right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
To be a success in football, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. Don and Nathan Kemp and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia. At Kent State Tuscarawas, you create your own success. Choose from over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees, including animation, game design, criminology, and justice studies.
The team stats, again, Quakers is putting up 68 yards of offense, and the Wooster Generals putting up a total of 187 yards of offense. Wooster Generals are leading this one 14-0 at the moment. Wooster Generals band is marching on the field, and we're going to have the coach give us some individual stats here in just a moment. But first, we're going to take it back to the station for one more quick commercial. Join us, won't you, on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
At Kent State Tuscarawas, you create your own success. Choose from over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees, including animation, game design, criminology and justice studies, psychology, engineering technology, English, business, nursing, and vet tech. Our tuition rates are low, our professors are excellent, and we deliver a high-quality academic experience. Stay close to home. Spend less. Prepare for your future today at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
Jim Boos here at Wooster High School, and I've got with me the coach, Phil Tidrick, and he's got some individual stats for us.
Okay, thanks, Jim. In the first half for the Wooster Generals, passing Snowbarger, he was a 6 of 11, 95 yards. Leading receiver was Bronson Morgan, 3 catches, 61 yards. You had Shetler with one catch, 17, and Williams 2 catches for 17. Leading rushers for the Generals was Chamberlain, 11 rushes, 50 yards. Holman Williams had three carries for 42 yards. For the New Philadelphia Quakers, they were led in rushing by Trevor Bean, who had 14 carries for 24 yards. You had Keaton Fossil, who carried the ball 5 times for 20 yards. You had Dietz, 1 carry, 9 yards, and Willie Wallace, 2 carries for 16 yards. Fossil was 2 of 7 through the air for 18 yards with 2 interceptions, and receiving was Dan DiDonato, caught both balls for 18 yards. In the first half, the Quakers were penalized 50 yards on 5 penalties, and the Generals were penalized 4 times for 50 yards as well.
All right, Coach, thanks for those stats. If no surprise, the score is 14-0 at halftime here. Those Kemp Insurance Stat Report is brought to you by Don and Nathan Kemp. The insurance report is brought to you by Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agent for over 35 years. And as always, our halftime report is brought to you by Doug Sofer and the Sofer Insurance Agency in New Philadelphia. The Sofer Agency serving Tuscarawas County for nearly 50 years. Well, when we come back, we're going to give you an update on that Dover Indian Valley game. We've got a halftime score. Join us right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
This is Jim Moser with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are living in unusual times, and virtually all businesses are affected by product shortages and shipping delays. With this in mind, I'd like to encourage you to keep your current HVAC system in good working order. Service is our first order of business, and we want to be your first call anytime you need help with your heating and cooling system, even if it's in the middle of the night. To schedule a maintenance check of your HVAC system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
Cartoons and Accessories in New Philadelphia is the one-stop shop for all your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV sound and lighting systems. We carry all the great brands you're looking for at great prices. Right now, light up your motorcycle with our multi-LED system for just $2.99 installed. Includes a free RGB color-changing remote control. Complete motorcycle sound system upgrades you can afford are in stock and ready to install now. Call us today at 330-339-2006. Cartoons in New Philadelphia. Be there.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf, wishing our local teams the best of luck in tonight's games. Supporting your friends and neighbors is why I started McInturf Realty. Our staff works as a team to treat you the way you want to be treated. We truly care about you, our customer. Since 1992, we've seen national real estate firms move into our area. And now McInturf is one of the few remaining local hometown realtors. We are a local company supporting our local teams, and we thank you for your support. When it's time to buy or sell, make the call and see us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Your home is a reflection of who you are. It's where you make memories to last a lifetime. At Williams Floor Covering in Dover, you can choose between 138 shawl colors and unique coordinating patterns. Color makes the room, you make the memories. Discover color that speaks to you on the shawl color wall at Williams Floor Covering. All available with lifeguard spill-proof backing. Enjoy big savings with sale prices now for a limited time at Williams Floor Covering, 122 South Worcester Avenue by the bridge in Dover.
Kempthorne Volkswagen has an SUV that's the perfect match for your lifestyle. Head-turning style, room for the family, turbocharged power, or all electric. And unlike some dealers, we never sell over MSRP. Plus, we'll pay you $500 overbook for your trade. You'll save thousands. Find your perfect match at Kempthorne Volkswagen. Stop in today or visit KempthorneVW.com.
And thanks to Kempthorne Volkswagen, our first down sponsor throughout tonight's game. Kempthorne Volkswagen and the Kempthorne family of dealerships, just a short drive up the road in Canton. Visit KempthorneVW.com. Well, the Quakers are trailing in this one at halftime. It's 14-0 against the Wooster Generals. Jim Boose and the coach, Phil Tidrick, here bringing you all the action. But we want to tell you about this. We're excited to add video live streaming to our high school football coverage this year. We hope you're enjoying watching this game tonight live on WJER.com and WJER's YouTube channels. Our collaboration with Casey Claxon and Claxon Communications and his team of Judd Bone and Destiny Ann on the cameras are bringing you a new way to watch and listen to high school football. Hope you're enjoying it that way. If you are, please leave us a comment on the YouTube site. We also want to thank those sponsors who made this possible. Wendy's, of course, Chris and Emily Lane, Williams Floor Covering, the whole Brogan family, Kempthorne Volkswagen, Pam's Posies, and the rest is over there, always supporting us with the Pam's Posies performance plays. Sugar Valley Meats, where you can get some of the best paper and peppered bacon ever, and Smartway Communications. So thanks for all that. One more quick announcement here at halftime, and then we'll get you back with a YMCA second half kickoff. But be sure to keep up with Quaker football all season long with the Coach's Corner Show. Watch Willie Grove's weekly interview with Coach Mike Johnson on WJER.com/videos, on our WJER Facebook page, or on the YouTube page. They're pretty cool and very entertaining. Mike Johnson's a great guy. We appreciate him doing those interviews with Willie every week. That's brought to you by Williams Floor Covering, Smartway Communications, Kempthorne Volkswagen, and Sugar Valley Beats. So we're just about ready to wrap up. The Wooster Generals band is leaving the field. We'll come back here and have a YMCA second half kickoff right after this from our sponsors on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Flowers make a big first impression, but when you choose Pam's Posies, you're guaranteed the freshest and longest lasting flowers that keep their wow factor long after the first day. Pam's Posies delivers flowers every day for birthdays, signature weddings and events, anniversaries, funerals, or just because. Along with their stunning floral arrangements, Pam's Posies has a beautiful selection of gifts, including jewelry, candles, and cards. See us at Pam's Posies and online at doverflowers.com today.
Find themselves trailing the Wooster Generals 14-0. The teams are coming back out on the field, and we hope you're live streaming this one through the YouTube channel for WJER, or maybe through the WJER.com website, or perhaps you've got the WJER app and you have found us that way. Quakers down 14-0. Second half kickoff coming up shortly is sponsored by the Tuscarawas County YMCA. YMCA is here for our community. Stronger in spirit, mind, and body. Stronger for you, stronger for us, stronger together. The Tusk YMCA now offers a 24/7 fitness center, which has really been well received by the public. We have a number of people using that on a regular basis. And find your passion, find your why. Visit the Y today on Monroe Street in Dover. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff and second half action. Jim Boose and the coach, Phil Tidrick, right here live from Wooster High School. See you soon. Talk to you soon right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Flowers make a big first impression, but when you choose Pam's Posies, you're guaranteed the freshest and longest lasting flowers that keep their wow factor long after the first day. Pam's Posies delivers flowers every day for birthdays, signature weddings and events, anniversaries, funerals, or just because. Along with their stunning floral arrangements, Pam's Posies has a beautiful selection of gifts, including jewelry, candles, and cards. See us at Pam's Posies and online at doverflowers.com today.
When it comes to understanding your options for buying or building a home, refinancing your current mortgage, or finally adding that sunroom, CSB is here to help. Check out our video series at csb1.com titled Mortgage 101. This informational series covers everything from what to know before you buy a home to life after your mortgage is paid off. When you are ready to discuss specifics, our mortgage experts will handle the details. Call or text us at 800-654-9015. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Life is full of milestones: getting married, purchasing a vehicle, having children, buying a home, opening a business, planning for retirement. The list goes on, and you can enjoy these special moments even more knowing you're covered by the Hanhart Insurance Agency. Life, auto, home, disability, business, they have plans to protect you throughout all your milestones. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover, a trusted name in insurance for more than 100 years.
Eat Fresh Refresh just won't stop. Now Subway is refreshing their catering with easy order platters and box meals perfect for any occasion. Start with sandwich or wrap platters. They're loaded with craveable crowd pleasers to feed your crew without all the work. Or try individually packaged box meals featuring a tasty 6-inch sub, footlong, or wrap, plus chips and a freshly baked cookie. When you have a group to feed, make it fun, delicious, and easy with catering from Subway. Visit Subway.com to place your catering order. Advance notice may be required.
To you by your local Subway restaurants. Hey, we promised we would give you an update on that Dover Tornadoes at home tonight against Indian Valley Braves. Here's the score at halftime. Dover leading that one 7-3. Coach, what are your thoughts on that?
Kind of surprising, to be honest with you, Jim.
A little bit surprising, yeah.
You know,
Indian Valley came to play.
It's not surprising that Dover's ahead, but I thought it possibly would be a little bit more than that. But good for Indian Valley.
Yeah.
You know, I know Coach Lancaster has done a great job down in Indian Valley, and obviously, you know, he had his kids ready to play the game.
Yeah, that's an exciting game for Indian Valley. I hope they brought a lot of fans up. I'm sure we'll hear about that from the guys that are at the game tomorrow morning on the. See what I did there on my little segue? Tomorrow morning on the End Zone, delivered by Domino's, to look back at tonight's highlights. Here we go with the second half kickoff, sponsored by the YMCA. Quakers kicking off to the Wooster Generals. Demuth kicks one deep, and it's on the right side. He's going to try and bring it back to the middle a little bit. And good pursuit and coverage by the New Philadelphia Quakers that time. Generals are going to start about their own 21-yard line. So the Quakers trailing 14-0, 11:52 to go here in this beginning part of the third quarter. So coaches take the players into halftime and talk to them about, gosh, here's some stuff we saw in the first half. Here's some changes we're going to make. We'll see what comes out here in the second half.
I mean, it's all a matter of making some changes. You know, making a few little twerk things here a little bit, and and we'll see what happens. You know, because the Quakers obviously did not play horribly at all.
No,
just didn't get a whole lot going offensively in that first half.
So Snowbarger that time brings the ball into Seth Chamberlain, who takes it off the left-hand side, picks up 3 or 4. Generals don't look like they've changed much in that backfield or their play calling. Seth Chamberlain, the workhorse for Wooster in that first half.
Well, on the kickoff, Jim, that Nathaniel Demuth placed it perfectly about the 5-yard line and let his coverage get down and stop him right around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, nice kick by Demuth that time, and great coverage by the Quakers to keep him trapped back here close to their own 20-yard line. Chamberlain's going to bring it over on the right side this time. Good pursuit by the Quakers. Nice defense, and they wrapped him up.
About a 2-yard loss on that play.
Generals going to find themselves with a third and, let's call it 7 or 6. See what the official scorer says. 10:45 to go here in this third quarter. Quakers trailing 14-0. Dover. Worcester's first possession here in the second half. 3rd and 6 for the Generals. Snowbarger looking to pass this time. Goes across the middle. He's got a familiar receiver in Bronson Morgan. Morgan had 3 catches and 61 yards in that first half, and picked up a big first down for the Generals there. Going to get the ball clear out to the 37-yard line. Wooster Generals started on their 21 on this drive. They're already out to the 37. Handoff inside to Chamberlain. Quakers stack him up pretty good. Maybe we've got a couple. I'm sure the coaches at halftime were talking to both teams about watching their penalties. New Philadelphia, I think, penalized 5 times in that first half. And Wooster, a couple. Those are things you see in the first couple of weeks, not typically in the third week. So the Generals will have 2nd and 8 from the 39-yard line, leading this one 14-0. A little under 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A pass out in the flat to Chamberlain. Picks it up. Quakers pick that up pretty easily. They're going to stop him short of the first down, bringing up a 3rd and maybe 3 or 4. So it is indeed 3rd and 3 for the Generals, leading this one 14-0. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Quaker defense not looking too bad on this early series against Wooster. There's Snowbarger. He's going to try and pass out here. A little bit low. Uncatchable ball. 4th down. Decision time for Coach Austin Holter from the Wooster Generals. Kind of have to punt this one away, don't you?
I think he's definitely, I would assume he's going to punt the football, because what you're going to do, the Quakers really haven't, other than that one possession late in the first half, they really haven't mustered much offense throughout the course of the game. And what you want to do is you go for it there. Now you're giving the Quakers the short field going in, where let's punt it deep, let's make them work for it, and try to have to take it down the field to be able to score the ball.
High snap. Punter's going to get it off just fine. Back to return for the Quakers. Big hit by the Wooster Generals. We're going to get him about the 19 or 20. It's going to be first down for the Quakers, trailing in this one 14-0. Willie Wallace on the receiving end of that one.
Good defensive series by the Quakers to start the second half. Now let's see if the offense can help out the defense and get a little something going offensively here.
First-year starter Keaton Fossil, 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore, Purdue, Philadelphia. Joining him in the backfield is veteran running back Trevor Bean, also the birthday boy today. Happy birthday to Trevor Bean, who's 18. Handoff inside to Caleb. We might get a couple. And we got a late flag came in, Coach. We'll see what this is.
And we have a Quaker offensive lineman down as well.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get you updated on the Quaker injury and get you more of this second half action. Wooster hosting New Philadelphia right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Ohio is our home, and it's full of family we're proud to care for. With more than 200 locations, Cleveland Clinic is growing to bring world-class care to your community. From Canton to Avon, and coming soon to Mentor. Whether it's sniffles and sneezes, or something more serious, big or small, we're always near you. For every care in the world. Schedule your care today at clevelandclinic.org/access.
Hi, this is Josh from High Impact Tree Service. We pride ourselves on offering outstanding service no matter the job. Whether you are needing tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, or storm cleanup, High Impact is just a phone call away. If you are ready to make an impact on your property with a trim or removal, we are the professionals you need. Give us a call at 330-275-1718 or online at highimpacttree.com.
Welcome back to Wooster High School, where the New Philadelphia Quakers are trailing 14-0. We had a little stop for an injury, but the Quaker walked off on his own. It was big Cameron Clarkson. He looked like he was okay, maybe just got a little twist there of something. Coach has got him off the field. So here's where we're at, 1st and 10 for New Philadelphia Quakers from their own 37-yard line. Fossil keeps the ball and goes over the right-hand side. Going to pick up 5, 6, 7. Nice run by Keaton. About to the 45-yard line. Going to bring up a second and short situation. Eight minutes to go here in the third quarter. Quakers are trailing this one 14-0. Second and 2, ball on the 45-yard line.
That way a little bit. Guys, slide down that way a little bit.
There's Trevor Bean on the inside. He's not going to get anything on that one. It's going to bring up third and about 2. Maybe lost one there. It might be third and 3. Third and 2. No gain, no loss on that play. Quakers trailing 7:20 to go here in the third quarter. Down 14-0. Their first Ohio Cardinal Conference game. First time in the new league. First time for the coach, Phil Tidrick, and I on the road this year. Looking forward to a fun season with him. Keaton Fossil is going to hand this one off on the inside to Trevor Bean. He's going to get stopped immediately at the line of scrimmage again. Going to be 4th and 2. Decision time for Coach Mike Johnson.
Well, to me, there's 6 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. You're only down 2 scores. I'm probably punting it deep, but that's why I'm sitting up here with you.
That's right, Coach. We could be very conservative in some of these areas.
I mean, it looks like he's going for it.
He might be going for it. Let's see what the Quakers are going to do. Yeah, he's got Keaton in there, quarterback. We'll see if they do the long snap or long count and see if they try and draw him off sides. Nope, they're going to do it, and they're going to move rolling out to the left here. And he's going to lose his footing in the backfield and then probably lose 4 or 5 yards. Turn the ball over on downs for the Quakers. Well, sometimes those plays work and sometimes they don't work out. So the Quakers are going to turn it over on downs. We're going to keep it right here and chat about what the Quakers need to do to pick it up. 6:21 to go here in the third quarter. Not much happening there. They look pretty good on that defensive stand, but then again on offense just couldn't quite get much moving there.
No,
first down.
They didn't. And the thing about it is when you're sitting at 3rd and 2, 4th and 2, and you can't get a yard, there obviously the Quakers need to go back and take a look at some things. I thought they ran it somewhat effective in the first half. My stats were a little bit different than the Quakers statistician, so I had the Quakers for a few more yards. So I was hoping they could go ahead and they could get out and get a first down and kind of change try to change the field position a little bit. And unfortunately for the Quakers, it did not work out.
So the Quakers turn it over on down. It's going to be Wooster Generals ball, 1st and 10 on the new Philadelphia 41. They're going to have to step up the defense for the Quakers right now to stop them. Luke Snowbarger in at the quarterback. He's got his weapons, Seth Chamberlain, his leading rusher, beside him. And he's going to hand off to Chamberlain on the inside. He's met by the Quakers. I think that was Jaden Bolts coming out of the linebacker position and nailing Seth Chamberlain for a Pams Posey's defensive performance play of the game.
Good stop by Jaden Bolts. He filled the hole, stopped the runner at the line of scrimmage before he could get anything moving. And they just need to come up with two more plays defensively and get the ball back offensively and see what happens.
Chamberlain's been an effective runner all night. Bolts must have keyed on something that time to meet him right at the line of scrimmage and stop him. 2nd and 10 for the Generals. This time he's going to pass over to the left-hand side. And he got a reception, and I don't know who that big boy is, but he knocked down one of the Quakers over there.
That's Hallman Williams.
Oh, is that Hallman Williams?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a big fella.
Yeah.
He knocked down a guy, and they never did tackle him. So they're going to give him a gain of about 5. We'll see where they spot it. Probably going to be 3rd and about 5. Do we have a...
We have a penalty.
We do have a flag on the play. Well, of course we do. So we have the referees, the Zebras, doing a little chatting over there. We'll see what they come up with. Probably a personal foul, usually at that kind of a meeting in that area on the field. Means some sort of personal. Here we go. Personal foul against the Wooster Generals, so they're just going to push them back, go back to the original line of scrimmage, push them back 15 from there, make it 3rd and 35. Well, that was advantageous for the Quakers because they had gotten about 5 out of that.
I think that was a dead ball foul, too, if I'm not mistaken, because now it's 3rd down.
Oh, there we go. Dead ball foul.
Something must have happened in the scrum. That's for the officials not blowing the whistle when
right. Get that.
Your forward motion was stopped. Blow the whistle. That's how people get hurt.
So they're going to call it 3rd and 21 from the Wooster Generals, pushed back in their own territory from the 48. Here's Snowbarger over to the right-hand side, and that one might be picked off by the New Philadelphia Quakers on a Pam's Posies performance play. Fantastic interception by the New Philadelphia Quakers. 5:02 to go here. We're going to take a break. Quakers got the the football when we come back right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
1 in 5 small businesses will suffer a cyber breach this year. How safe is your business from a cyber attack? Visual Edge IT engineers can assess your existing technology and provide a complete IT roadmap to protect your data. We provide 24/7 threat detection and monitoring to ensure your computer system and network stay secure. Call your local Visual Edge IT partner, Graphic Enterprises, for your free security assessment. 800-553-6616 or sign up online at visualedgeit.com.
Back with Quaker Football Live, where the New Philadelphia Quakers got an interception by Curtis Tetzloff in the defensive backfield, a tip ball that he dove and caught on the ground. Keaton Fosso on the first down play picks up a quick 11 yards, and now we are into Wooster General territory for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Trailing in this one 14-0. Clock running at 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Looks like we've got another injury timeout. Could be a cramp of some sort.
Yeah, it is.
Take a break.
It's Trevor Bean.
Yeah, it's Trevor. He
looks
like a cramping. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more action for you right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Jennifer Ress here from Pam's Posies. Please visit our new location across from the hospital. We have the most beautiful custom flower arrangements, holiday and seasonal decor, gifts, plants, and so much more. We have same-day flower delivery and deliver to all local hospitals and funeral homes. Check us out online at doverflowers.com. At Pam's Posies, we guarantee the freshest and longest-lasting flowers. Let us make your birthdays, anniversaries, and special occasions wonderful with beautiful flowers from Pam's Posies on the Boulevard.
Welcome back to Wooster High School. New Philadelphia Quakers first down and 10 from the Wooster General 49. Here's Falso. He's going to keep the ball and try and make it up the middle. He's going to pick up 2 or 3. Quakers picked up the ball after the interception by Curtis Tetzloff. They're now driving into Worcester territory. Trailing in this one 14-0. Their first game in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. We're going to take a timeout, an official timeout. Probably send the guys back for a drink. Yeah. So we're going to take a timeout.
Well, we have another guy down with cramps, and that's why I'm surprised that the officials didn't kind of stop things a little more often to get guys some water and some Gatorade and things like that. So
yeah, that's exactly what happens on a night like this. You know, we started the game at 81 degrees. I think it's down to 70, mid-70s, 71. So it's kind of a warm one, but we'll take a break because they're going to let them get a drink of water, and we'll be right back here with action from Worcester High School on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
At Kent State Tuscarawas, you create your own success. Choose from over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees, including animation game design, criminology and justice studies, psychology, engineering technology, English, business, nursing, and vet tech. Our tuition rates are low, our professors are excellent, and we deliver a high-quality academic experience. Stay close to home. Spend less. Prepare for your future today at Kent State Tuscarawas. You belong here.
So welcome back to action here live from Wooster High School. The New Philadelphia Quakers are facing the Wooster Generals in their first game in the Ohio Cardinal Conference, trailing in this one 14-0 at the moment, but now driving into Wooster General territory. 3 minutes, 58 seconds to go. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 for the Quakers. Keaton Fossil doing the quarterback duties. Trevor Bean went out with a little bit of a cramp. Well, let's see if he gets back in here, and there he is. He's back in action. So the Quaker backfield is back to where they're supposed to be. Wooster Generals on defense. Fossil rolling to his right side. And he's got pursuit from the Wooster General. And he's going to end up having to throw that one away. Did a nice job of eluding that guy. About got to him. But he had to throw the ball away. Just couldn't find a receiver that was open that time, Coach.
Well, that was a good play on Keaton's part. I mean, my whole thing is, if you're not going to get it, don't go backwards. Throw the ball out of bounds, live for another play.
Right.
And Keaton did it on that when he threw it out of bounds. He had some pressure, was able to escape. And I believe the Quakers are going to go for it again on about 4th and 7 here from the Wooster 47-yard line.
Yeah, and I think the Quakers are at that spot at this point. They kind of need to take some chances and make some things happen. So you're exactly right. Fossil's going to take it back, and the Generals are coming after him. But he's going to we're probably going to have a Quaker hold. He did pass the ball. He's got the first down, but there's probably going to be at least one holding call on this play. So we're going to see what happens. Obviously, Wooster will take this penalty and move the Quakers back a little bit. It was 4th and 7 from the 47. Let's see what the referees can sort out here.
That was a nice play.
Yeah, really nice looking play. Fossil, I think, did a really nice job. We're going to march off 10 big yards from the spot of that play. Or the spot of that foul. It's going to end up being about a 4th and 21. I have a feeling Coach Johnson's going to change his mind on this play call. New Philadelphia is going to punt the ball away. Hayden Meese looks like he's back there to receive the punt. Curtis Tetzloff back to do punting duties. Got off a nice punt. Low, it's going to take a Quaker bounce. And it's going to roll inside the 10-yard line where the New Philadelphia Quakers will take up the defensive stance on the ball. Roll to about the 6. Nice Pam's Posey's performance play by Tetzloff on that punt. And we're going to turn the ball over after the punt. The Wooster Generals going to come out on offense in just a minute, so we'll take a quick break. Bring it back right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Cartoons and Accessories in New Philadelphia is the one-stop shop for all your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV sound and lighting systems. We carry all the great brands you're looking for at great prices. Right now, light up your motorcycle with our multi-LED system for just $299 installed. Includes a free RGB, color-changing remote control. Complete motorcycle sound system upgrades you can afford are in stock and ready to install now. Call us today at 330-339-2006. Cartoons in New Philadelphia. Be there.
So the Wooster Generals get the ball after a great punt by Tetzloff. Luke Snowbarger hands it off to Seth Chamberlain. They started coming from the 6-yard line. They picked up 4 on that one, so make it 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4 from the 12-yard line. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Quakers trailing 14-0. Jim Boos, the coach, Phil Tidrick. The gang from Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon, Judd Bone, Destiny Ann, bringing you all the action live on the radio, live on WJER Sports. Handoff inside to Chamberlain. Quakers wrap him up pretty quickly. We're also live streaming this game on the YouTube channel for WJER. You can get it from WJER.com/videos. And you can see all the action. You'll hear the coach and I talk, and you'll see Casey Claxton and his gang of photographers, technical people, streaming the game live for you.
Yep. This is a big play for the Quaker defense, Jim. You know, they've got 3rd down and 2 from about the 13-yard line. If the Quakers could get a stop here, that'd be a really, really, really big defensive play for them.
Snowbarger looking to pass out here on the right-hand side. Little bit of close contact there, no flag. Generals are going to have to punt it. Nice job by the Quaker defense holding them to the 3 plays they're going to have to punt it. 2 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Anything's going to happen for the Quakers.
It
really
could, you know. Now. Nice play by Jordy Dela Cruz and Connor Tetzloff. They were both out in coverage on that and had a little bit of a rush up front, and the Quakers were able to rush Snowbarger a little bit, and now they're going to get the ball here, probably inside Wooster territory here on this possession.
Quakers back to receive the punt. And that's going to roll into Quaker territory. So it's going to be first down. It's going to be first down for the Quakers from their own 39-yard line. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Quakers are trailing 14-0. We'll try and get you a score update on the Dover game as we continue to roll through the second half here in Wooster, Ohio. Jim Booth and the coach, Phil Tidrick, here bringing you all the action. Keaton Fossil. Not sure what they were doing on that play. That's a nice-looking pass. Just over the outstretched arms that time of Dan DiDonato of the New Philadelphia Quakers. Nice-looking pass there, Coach. That was a pretty good ball.
You know, I think that's something that they can build on because it looks like Dan is able to get himself open against press coverage.
Yes.
And Keaton threw the ball up just a little bit too far. You know, another 6 inches, and he might have been able to pull that one in. And that's the second time they've thrown that fade.
Yes.
And the second time that Dan DiDonato has been open on that.
Yes.
And Keaton has just thrown it a little bit too far. But, you know, that's something that you got to give the other team's going to have to take a look at that and say, hey, you know, we can't give him this play because this guy was open a couple of times.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's what Coach Austin Holter did for Wooster Generals. There's something he didn't like about that play. He immediately called timeout, pulled them all over to the sidelines, and said, hey, no more of that. Quakers now facing a 2nd and 10 from their own 39-yard line, but we'll see what Coach Mike Johnson comes up with for the Quakers. Fossil's going to roll to his right. This may be a keeper. He's going to head on down the sideline, and he gets around the corner, picks up 5. Going to end up being 3rd and 5. Made it out to about the 45. Might give him 6 on this play. 1:38 to go in the third quarter. And we got the referee stopping for something. Maybe.
Big play for the Quakers, Jim.
Yep. They're going to put more time on the clock, change it up to 1:44. And the Quakers facing a 3rd and 4. As the coach said, yeah, this is a big play for the New Philadelphia Quakers here before the end of the third quarter. See if they can get the first down and keep this drive alive. Keaton Fossil, Trevor Bean in the backfield. Fossil's looking to pass, and he's going to get nailed by the Generals back there. Loss of 6 or 7 for the Quakers. Clock continues to run here in the third quarter. Quakers trailing 14-0.
You know, it seems like when anytime the Fossil's on the move, you know, he's got a better chance. When he drops straight back, he hadn't had a chance to do much of anything when he drops straight back. And, you know, it might be one of those guys. Some guys are better on the move than they are sitting in a pocket. And so far, that's what it appears like to me.
4th and 10. Quakers are going to punt the ball, give it back to the Generals. And Tetz on the last one had the big kick, and looks like a nice kick this time again. Going to roll down and die about the 22-yard line for the Wooster Generals. That's where they'll start their drive. Worcester's leading this one 7-0. I'm sorry, 14-0. We'll take a break. When we come back, Wooster Generals first down right here at the end of the third quarter. Right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
So the Wooster Generals get the ball after the punt. First play, a running play inside to Chamberlain. 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Wooster Generals leading this one 14-0. Quakers offense, they do some good things, and then they do a couple things to shoot themselves in the foot. Then they do some good things, and then they get a penalty. And then they can do some good things, and then they take a sack.
Yeah, I mean, some of those things
football
can be attributed to your sophomore quarterback, who has gotten better.
Oh, he sure has.
He has gotten better for sure.
There's Snowbarger handing off. This time it's Bowman Williams, I believe. It is. Michael Bowman Williams with a nice run straight up the middle. 6 foot, 210-pound senior for the Wooster Generals. Gets them a first down. 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Generals leading this one 14-0. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. We'll be back in a minute right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
Kempthorne Volkswagen has an SUV that's the perfect match for your lifestyle. Head-turning style, room for the family, turbocharged power, or all-electric. And unlike some dealers, we never sell over MSRP. Plus, we'll pay you $500 over book for your trade. You'll save thousands. Find your perfect match at Kempthorne Volkswagen. Stop in today or visit KempthorneVW.com.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
Generals are leading the New Philadelphia Quakers 14-0 right here at the start of the fourth quarter. It's Wooster Generals first down and 10 on their own 43-yard line. There's a little pass out in the flat, dropped by Seth Chamberlain. Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Generals. So, Coach, we've seen the Quakers offense and defense tonight. So a few improvements on a couple of different things. I mean, I think we've seen a good, strong Wooster offense that has a lot of weapons. Kind of take 2 long drives and get up and down, down the field twice. So that's the 2 scores. But other than that, they've been kind of shutting down Wooster. Quakers, again, on offense, not quite getting the offensive punch they need to get the ball down the field. Here's Snowbarger handing off on the inside to Bowman Williams. Quakers read it pretty well. He's going to pick up a couple. Going to be 3rd and 8 for Wooster. 11:40 to go here in the ball game. Wooster leading this one 14-0.
No, I've been impressed by the Quaker defense in the second half, Jim.
Yes.
That they must have made some adjustments, etc., and they've come out and they've done a really good job against a pretty good Wooster offense.
I think they're doing a nice job of, shooting some gaps or actually meeting the runners closer to the line of scrimmage than they were in that first half.
And they're tackling.
There's Snowbarger. He's going to pass over on the right-hand side. And that's going to be a completion. Going to be a little bit short of the first down, I believe. going to bring up a 4th and 1 situation. We'll see what Coach Holter does for the Wooster Generals. I think he's going to go for it. Seth Chamberlain lined up in the backfield. Luke Snowbarger, he's going to keep it. Turn right to his right, hand it off to Chamberlain. Chamberlain's going to get through the line of scrimmage and pick up the first down for the Wooster Generals. All right, so Wooster pushes on, getting a first down about the 43-yard line of New Philadelphia. Wooster leading this one 14-0. 10:20 to go in the ball game. Quakers need some defense here, Coach, to put a stop on this one.
They do.
They can't afford the running game and to eat all the time off the clock because they haven't been able to do a lot offensively. So they need some time on the clock to get down the field.
And they need to get a turnover, Jimmy. Need to get a fumble recovery, cause a fumble, or something along those lines.
Here's Chamberlain up the middle again for another 6 or 7. Under 10 minutes to go now for the New Philadelphia Quakers to come back in this one. Got an injury. One of the Quakers down. Could be a cramp. We'll see. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Wooster Generals inside the 40 of the New Philadelphia Quakers. Come back and join us right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
When it comes to understanding your options for buying or building a home, refinancing your current mortgage, or finally adding that sunroom, CSB is here to help. Check out our video series at csb1.com titled Mortgage 101. This informational series covers everything from what to know before you buy a home to life after your mortgage is paid off. When you are ready to discuss specifics, our mortgage experts will handle the details. Call or text us at 800-654-9015. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. Subway is drafting 12 new subs for the all-new Subway Series menu.
Like number 3, the Monster, piled high with juicy steak and crispy bacon. And number 9, the Champ, with rotisserie-style chicken and double Monterey cheddar.
And you gotta taste number 6, the Boss, with pepperoni and meatballs smothered in rich marinara sauce and topped with fresh mozzarella.
And that's just 3 of them. It's the new Subway Series menu. What's your pick?
Freshly prepared in front of you.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
Find themselves trailing the Wooster Generals right now 14-0 with 9:49 to go in the ball game. Wooster Generals have the football in Quaker territory. 2nd and 4 from the New Philadelphia 38-yard line. Worcester has done a pretty good job, Coach, this half of just slowly marching the ball down the field. Quakers have gotten fortunate with a couple of stops at opportune times, but Worcester, with that strong running back duo of Chamberlain and Bowman Williams, just really kind of march down the field when they want to. There's another handoff to Chamberlain. He's going to pick up the first down and a couple more. Maybe getting inside the 30-yard line. 9 minutes, 13 seconds to go in this ball game. Quakers down 14-0. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 Generals inside Quaker territory. Luke Snowbarger, junior quarterback for the Wooster Generals. Handing off inside to Seth Chamberlain. Chamberlain hesitates, gets through the line. Flag on the play. This one's probably going to come back. Flag came in at the usual traditional holding spot, typical holding spot. So we're going to march the Wooster Generals back 10 more yards. Well, they'll have 1st and 20 or somewhere around there. We're going to put the ball on the 39-yard line. Let's call it the 38. They're going to make it a 1st and 16. So 8:31 to go. Wooster General with a 1st and 16 from the new Philadelphia 38-yard line. Handoff inside to Chamberlain. He's going to move to the left side. Quakers read it pretty well. Throwing down a little bit short of the 35-yard line. At this point, Coach, the clock kind of becomes the Quakers' enemy. Trailing 14-0 with only 8 minutes to go in the ball game. You really need to start watching that clock.
No, they do, and that's the thing about it is I think Worcester's kind of content to go ahead and run the clock down and continue to run the ball, take time off the clock because the Quakers have not really shown that they have the big play capability of coming back, and moving the ball the full length of the field.
3 timeouts left for Coach Mike Johnson, but we're not sure he's going to get to use them. Here's another run on the right side with Chamberlain. Picks up a couple more, almost gets to the original line of scrimmage where it's going to be 3rd and maybe 10 or 11. We'll see where they spot this one. Looks like 3rd and 12. Going to be from the 34-yard line. Clock is running. 7:15 now to go here in the 4th quarter. Quakers trailing 14-0. Jim Boose and the coach, Phil Tidrick, here with you today. Luke Snowbarger. Low snap. He grabs it, falls to the ground. Quakers are going to get him nailed clear back at the 45-yard line. That was advantageous to the Quakers. Might be a good time for Coach to use one of his timeouts right here. Clock still running down. Under 6 minutes and 50 seconds to go. General's going to have to punt this one. Quakers are going to get the ball back. But like you said, Coach, they have to go the length of the field this time. And they haven't been able to do that much tonight. Closest they've got was inside the 20, but then got pushed back on a penalty and a sack. So the Quakers are going to get the ball back. Over 6 minutes to go. Here's the punt. And a little hopper. And it's going to take a Wooster Generals bounce, so they're going to down it inside the 1-yard line. It'll be the 1st down and 10 for the Quakers. 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have Quakers offensive football action right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Fall is in the air, and there's never been a better time to try the delicious, mouth-watering, deep dish pizza at Little Caesars. Pair your pizza with the crazy bread, crazy sauce, and a 2-liter of Pepsi, and Little Caesars is your one-stop for your game day party. Delicious pizza, mouth-watering wings, zesty cheese breads, crisp made daily salads, crazy bread, and more.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Welcome back to Wooster High School, where the New Philadelphia Quakers find themselves with a 1st and 10. Bad news is they're on their own 1-yard line. And they're going to get stopped on that one. If you're just joining us, the Quakers are losing this one 14-0. 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. Exciting night for WJER, as this is our first time doing video live streaming for our high school football coverage on Friday. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from that 1-yard line. Keaton Fossil, the sophomore quarterback for the New Philadelphia Quakers, got to find a way to get some yardage out of there, Coach. What's he need to do?
Well, back there, you don't want to make a mistake, but then again, you're looking at the 4th quarter and you got 5:32, and you're going to have to take some chances here. I would say you might be looking at throwing the ball deep to DiDonato.
They're going to come out here on the right-hand side. It was Dinanato they were trying to throw to. No, it was Willie Wallace.
It was.
They exactly what you predicted, Coach. They got to get the ball out of the end zone quickly. You can't take many chances. You can't really just do a straight drop back and stand there because the guys are coming. Believe they want to get that 2-point safety. But now you're in a tough position. It's 3rd and 10. You're on your own 1-yard line. 5:21 to go in the ball game and trailing 14-0. Got to do something to get a first down here for the New Philadelphia Quakers. Also, Caleb Bean Trevor Bean in the background or in the backfield. Oh, nice pass out of the left-hand side, pretty much right in the hands of the receiver Dan Dinanato. He just couldn't quite hold on to that one. Quakers are gonna have to punt this one, and oh boy, good luck getting it out of the back of the end zone. Wooster Generals are going to find themselves in pretty good field position.
They are. And, the thing about it is that might have been the best ball that Keaton Fossil has thrown all year.
That was a nice-looking ball.
That ball was right where it needed to be. Yep. He led him, and that ball has to be caught. That's the bottom line.
So we need protection for Tetzloff, who's lined up and clear at the back of his own end zone. He's going to have a quick step, quick kick. Ball's going to bounce about the 25-yard line. It's going to be returned. And that is Meese back there, I believe. Yeah, Meese doesn't get much on the return. They're going to start with pretty good field position on their New Philadelphia 33-yard line.
Yep, Shawnee Dietzson made a nice open field tackle on that. It could have been much worse. And Curtis Tetzloff did a good job. Willie Wallace got the snap back. And Tetzloff got off a decent punt under the circumstances.
So the Quakers did what they needed to do with that punt. Got it out here. The clock is stopped now. 5 minutes and 9 seconds. They're trailing 14-0. First down and 10 for the Wooster Generals. There's Chamberlain around the right side and finds a way to get a little extra yardage. Worcester's brought in Austin Holder. Wooster coach has brought in Adam Lykowski as the quarterback, which he did, I think, in that Wadsworth game as well. So 4:38 and ticking for the Wooster Generals to get their first Ohio Cardinal Conference victory over the New Philadelphia Quakers. Quakers need to stop this drive and get cleared out of the other end of the field to get some points. Here's Lykowski with a handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. And he's going to pick up, enough for the first down and more. So A.J. Lykowski, who has 14 rushes and 97 yards on the season, is their fourth quarter closer guy. Like the Guardians bringing in their closer to shut them down.
He gives them another option offensively. Obviously Snowbarger's the thrower, although in this game they really haven't thrown that many passes. I've got them for 18 passes in this game. But they've run the football probably pretty well, probably as good as, as the coach could have hoped for.
Here's A.J. He's going to flip one out here to the left. And this may get into the end zone. They're going to get him out of bounds about the 1-yard line. And the Wooster Generals will have first and goal. 3:38 to go. Generals leading the Quakers 14-0 in this one. Generals bringing in some different linemen for this short field situation. It will be first and goal from the 1-yard line. 3:38. Generals up 14-0 over the Quakers. A.J. Lykowski remains in there at quarterback and hands off to Chamberlain, who is dragged down in the backfield that time on a Pans Posey's performance play.
Connor Tetzloff on a nice play, Jim.
Yeah, he just grabbed him, kind of threw him right down to the ground. Good inside pursuit. He broke through the line and met him in the backfield and dragged him right down. 2-yard loss. 2nd and goal from the 3 now. Problem is the clock is ticking for the Quakers. 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go here in the ball game. Quakers trailing 14-0. A.J. Lukowski still in at quarterback for the Generals. And they're going to do a little flip that time around the right side. And the Generals are going to make it into the end zone. Hayden Meese, the General that scored that time from 3 yards out. Puts the Generals up 20-0. 2 minutes, 50 seconds to go.
Good seeing you again. Take care. I'll see you, Dom. I'll see you around.
Quakers down 20-0.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Russell in to kick the extra point for the Wooster Generals. Kick is up, kick is good. 21-0 now for the Wooster Generals over the New Philadelphia Quakers. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. When we return, the Quakers will have the ball back. A long way to go and a lot of points needed on the board. Keep it here, though. You never know what might happen right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
This is Jim Moser with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are living in unusual times, and virtually all businesses are affected by product shortages and shipping delays. With this in mind, I'd like to encourage you to keep your current HVAC system in good working order. Service is our first order of business, and we want to be your first call anytime you need help with your heating and cooling system, even if it's in the middle of the night. To schedule a maintenance check of your HVAC system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the Smart Way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the Smart Way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
Welcome back to Wooster High School, where the New Philadelphia Quakers find themselves trailing in this one, 21-0. 2 minutes, 44 seconds to go. The Quakers just can't seem to put together anything on offense, and that time they couldn't stop the Wooster Generals from pushing in. They started with a short field after the long punt by the Generals pinned the Quakers down at their own end zone. They started 33 yards. 5 plays, 31 yards for that score for the Generals. So 2:44 to go here. Quakers are going to see what they can do on this one. So the handoff inside. That was Etney Richardson. I think that's who it was, right?
Yes, that's exactly who it was.
So Etney Richardson in now to do some tailback duties. Give the birthday boy a little bit of a break. Again, happy birthday to Trevor Bean. 5'10 senior for the Quakers. Good running back. So Etney Richardson in. Keaton Postle still in at quarterback. So there's Richardson on the right-hand side. Maybe picked up a couple. 2 minutes to go in this ball game. Quakers trailing 21-0. Not the debut in the Ohio Cardinal Conference that the New Philadelphia Quakers wanted. But, oh, is it nice to be back in Worcester again. Great city, great people, great facility. Looks like polite fans. This is the kind of league the New Philadelphia Quakers want to play in. 3rd down 3 for the Quakers. 1:35 to go in the ball game. Etney Richardson over the left-hand side. Scoots around the end. Loose ball, but he was down. Picked up maybe 2. It's going to be fourth and about 1. Don't know if they'll punt it away or go for one last time. 1:28 to go in the ball game. Quakers trailing 21-0. They are going to give him the first down. He was close enough. Referees gave him the first down. It's going to be 1st and 10 New Philadelphia from just inside Wooster General territory. They're going to be on the 49-yard line. healthy spot for the Quakers that time. Quakers going to end up hopefully on offense for the rest of the evening. Timeout, Wooster. 1:21 to go. We'll take a quick timeout, too. Come back, and we'll finish this one up from Wooster, Ohio. Quakers trailing right now, 21-0. 1:21 to go. We'll see you in 30 seconds right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
1 in 5 small businesses will suffer a cyber breach this year. How safe is your business from a cyber attack? Visual Edge IT engineers can assess your existing technology and provide a complete IT roadmap to protect your data. We provide 24/7 threat detection and monitoring to ensure your computer system and network stay secure. Call your local Visual Edge IT partner, Graphic Enterprises, for your free security assessment. 800-553-6616 or sign up online at visualedgeit.com.
And we're back at Wooster High School where the New Philadelphia Quakers picked up a first down. It's 1st and 10 on the Wooster Generals 49-yard line. Unfortunately, they are trailing this one 21-0, and there's 1 minute and 21 seconds to go in the game. Keaton Fossil has gone the distance tonight at quarterback. In for Trevor Bean is Etney Richardson at running back. They're going to hand him the ball at the left-hand side, where the Generals are going to wrap him up. Clock continuing to run. 1:15 to go in the ball game now. So the Quakers had a little challenge on offense tonight. Couldn't quite get the downfield movement that they needed. Defense looked pretty good. Wooster Generals still were able to put 21 points up on the board. Under a minute to go now here in the ball game. 2nd and 7 for New Philadelphia. Fossil's going to pass out here on the right-hand side. Dan DiDonato was the target. DiDonato's going to be just a little bit short of that first down. Clock ticking now down to 30 seconds. Quakers going to get at least one more play. See if they can pick up another first down. Kemp Thorne VW first down. We appreciate those guys being our first down sponsor through tonight's game. And here's Fossil. He's going to look to his left, look to his right, and he's going to get the first down. Tossed over here. Brant Wells the target. So the Quakers get another first down and then another play. Kempthorne Volkswagen, our first down sponsor for tonight's games. Kempthorne VW and the Kempthorne whole family of dealerships. Just a short drive up the road in Canton. Visit KempthorneVW.com. 12 seconds to go for the Quakers to get out of this one, trailing 21-0.
Last play or next to last play? One or the other. All depends on how you throw.
Keaton Fossil takes a low snap. He's going to look down the field. He's going deep to the end zone. He's got a wide open Quaker. Unfortunately, I think he's going to end up being just a step out of bounds. Leaves 6 seconds on the clock. I have a feeling they're going to do a very similar play, maybe on the other side where they've seen success. Quakers going to drop this one, Coach, 21-0, or maybe if they could punch in a quick score here, it'd be nice if they would. Quakers have seen it. This is the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Worcester's been champs quite a few years, and well-coached team, well-disciplined team.
It's one of those things, the Quakers, understand what they're up against. They're playing schools that are very comparable or maybe even a little bigger than ours. And maybe a little bigger than us.
Quick inside handoff to Etney, and that's going to wrap it up for this one. 21-0 is the final for the Quakers. They dropped their first Ohio Cardinal Conference game to Wooster, and we're going to come back here with a little post-game show and wrap everything up for you. We'll have the Graphic Enterprises unduplicated drive of the game. Of course, we'll have our Subway player of the game, and of course, post-game stats, sponsored always by our friends at Kemp Insurance. Stick with us right here on your Sports Voice of the Valley.
The flowers you choose make a first dance more magical, a sad day brighter, a birthday more festive. So when you choose flowers, choose Pam's Posies, where they guarantee brilliant blooms for at least a week. Flowers from Pam's make a big first impression day after day after day. Stop into their shop, call 330-343-8377 or Order online for delivery worldwide at doverflowers.com.
I'm Greg Ress, and I'd like to thank our customers for supporting our family business. We wish you and your family the best.
This is Matt Kinsey. At First Federal Community Bank, our mission is to empower the financial well-being of our community, one person at a time. Through integrity and quality, we earn the trust of our customers and exceed their expectations. First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community since 1898. Serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yerkesville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome to Subway's biggest refresh yet. Subway is drafting 12 new subs for the all-new Subway Series menu.
Like number 3, the Monster, piled high with juicy steak and crispy bacon. And number 9, the Champ, with rotisserie-style chicken and double Monterey cheddar.
And you gotta taste number 6, the Boss, with pepperoni and meatballs smothered in rich marinara sauce and topped with fresh mozzarella.
And that's just 3 of them. It's the new Subway Series menu. What's your pick?
Freshly prepared in front of you.
Back to Wooster High School, New Philadelphia Quakers, first road game of the season. Tonight traveled to Worcester to take on the Generals in their first game in the new league, the Ohio Cardinal Conference. Didn't turn out so well for the Quakers. 21-0 is the final here at Worcester High School. Quakers dropped this one to the Wooster Generals. A beautiful evening for viewing high school football, beautiful facility. The coach, Phil Tidrick, and I, Jim Boos, here doing all the action for you tonight. We want to say thanks to our friends from Claxon Communications, Casey Claxon and his technical folks, Judd Bone and Destiny Ann, bringing you the game live stream tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun for us. It was a new thing for WJER to do. We'd like to hear your feedback. Please give us some feedback as to how do you think it went, how the video and audio lined up. I got to see some of this. Casey is sitting very close to me here, and I got to see on one of his monitors exactly what it looked like for all of you, although I couldn't pay super close attention to it. We hope you're enjoying it, and we hope you found us on either YouTube channel or WJER.com videos. We want to say a big thanks to the sponsors who made it possible. I know there are all kinds of people involved with this, but these people in particular were our sponsors for the live streaming tonight, and that is Wendy's, Williams Floor Covering, Kempthorne Volkswagen, Pam's Posies, Sugar Valley Meats, and Smartway Communications. A big thank you to the all. This was a lot of work by a lot of people to put this together, and I know General Manager Amy Smith was a big proponent of doing this, and we would like to do it for additional games, and in fact are doing it for additional games, and I can't tell you which ones they are at this point, but there'll be more games just like this, streamed live with the announcers talking, and we hope it continues to go as smoothly as it did tonight. A couple hiccups, but everybody seemed to get along well. So, a couple other quick announcements here before we get out of here. Join WJER Sports on Wednesdays at Pangrazio's for the Gridiron Preview Show. You can tune in wherever you are or stop in and enjoy some pizza and pasta while we talk football with the WJER Sports team. You could even win a free large pizza, courtesy of our friends at Pangrazio's. And don't forget, tomorrow morning, tune in at 8 o'clock a.m. for the End Zone delivered by Domino's. To look back at all of tonight's high school football action from around the county, that's followed at 9 o'clock by Sports Talk, which is every Saturday, driven by Ferris, where we talk all kinds of sports, local, state, and national sports until 10 o'clock. WJER is your sports voice of the Valley, and we'll be right back after this quick message, and then we'll talk to the coach about some stats. Please join us right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services can assist property owners with navigating the real estate sale and closing process and sale-by-owner transactions, including home sales and vacant ground sales. The staff at Conley, Hillier & Welch Title Services prepares purchase agreements and transfer deeds in sale-by-owner situations. Give Office Manager Renee Beam a call at 330-602-1800 to discuss your sale-by-owner matter.
Life is full of milestones: getting married, purchasing a vehicle, having children, buying a home, opening a business, planning for retirement. The list goes on, and you can enjoy these special moments even more knowing you're covered by the Hanhart Insurance Agency. Life, auto, home, disability, business, they have plans to protect you throughout all your milestones. Hanhart Insurance on West 3rd Street in downtown Dover, a trusted name in insurance for more than 100 years.
Since 1912, people have enjoyed the delicious taste of Troyer's Trail Bologna. Whether it's off the ring, on a sandwich, or with cheese and crackers, one thing is for sure: you know it will be delicious. Troyer's Trail Bologna, 4 generations and over 110 years of quality and tradition. Look for Troyer's Trail Bologna at your local grocery store and check them out online at TroyersTrail.com. Good luck to all the players in tonight's game.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Looking for a quick and affordable lunch that's ready when you are? Try the lunch combo at Little Caesars Pizza. For just $5, you'll get half of a deep dish pepperoni and cheese pizza, plus a 20-ounce Pepsi product. This tasty $5 combo is available daily 11 until 2. And if you miss lunch, you can still take home the deep dish Little Caesars Pizza all day, every day for only $8. Big taste, small price.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue, New Philadelphia.
This is Jim Moser with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are living in unusual times, and virtually all businesses are affected by product shortages and shipping delays. With this in mind, I'd like to encourage you to keep your current HVAC system in good working order. Service is our first order of business, and we want to be your first call anytime you need help with your heating and cooling system, even if it's in the middle of the night. To schedule a maintenance check of your HVAC system, call Dover Philly Heating and Cooling at 330-343-5511.
Tired of unreliable internet service and unexpected bill increases? Experience internet another way, the smart way. Smart Way Communications is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet provider, now serving Dover and New Philadelphia and beyond. Don't get locked into plans with more or less speed than you need. Smart Way is the better way. Local customer service, local infrastructure, and community-minded. That's the smart way to get reliable, affordable internet in Tuscarawas County. Call Smart Way at 740-254-8201, online at thinksmartway.com.
The Wooster Generals, a team that seemed to have offense from a lot of different directions. We're going to get to the Kemp Insurance stat report here in just a minute. The Wooster General Band taking the field to one little performance for the parents here in the stands and their family and friends. So a couple people to thank for some things tonight. Kemp Insurance stat report, of course, always brought to you by Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agent for 35 years. We're going to talk about the Subway Player of the Game here in a minute. WJER and Subway, always proud to team up again for recognizing excellence in the athletic contest. We are on the radio. It's called the Player of the Game. It's brought to you by your local Subway restaurants. And we also want to thank our friends at High Impact Tree Service, who's always sponsored the Red Zone. Just didn't get a lot of those in tonight. This plays that they do get us in there are from the High Impact Tree Service Red Zone. They offer tree trimming, full tree removal, and stump grinding. So when you're ready to make an impact, call High Impact Tree Service at 330-275-1718 or online at highimpacttree.com. We also want to thank our friends at Cartoons for sponsoring our sideline reports tonight. We didn't have a guy down there on the sidelines, but we tried to give you as much action as we could from up here in the booth. When we get back to New Philadelphia in 2 weeks from tonight, we will have somebody on the sidelines, and they will be the Cartoons sideline reporter. But a big thanks to them for their sponsor. Let me tell you about Cartoons. They are professional, reliable experts in everything aftermarket for cars, trucks, and ATVs, including remote starts, car audio, window tinting, car detailing, lighting, Bluetooth, navigation, blind spot detection, wheels, tires, rear seat entertainment, backup cameras, cruise control, and believe it or not, even more than that. So I always like the guy that does Cartoons. He finishes the ads with "Be There," so we'll say that, and thanks again to them. Well, we're going to talk to the coach now and see if he's ready for some first team stats on the post-game report. Coach, what are you thinking? Are you close?
Yeah, I got some team stats here for you, Jim.
Okay.
For the game, for the Wooster Generals for the game, the Generals finished the night. They had 161 yards rushing on the night and 3 touchdowns. They threw for 127 yards with an INT, so 288 total yards for the Wooster Generals. For New Philadelphia on the evening, New Philadelphia rushed for 113 yards, threw for 27 yards, and had a total of 140 total yards on the evening.
Okay, well, thanks, Coach. Obviously, the outcome of the game, 21-0 for the Quakers' loss this evening against the Wooster Generals. And you can see kind of why there. That's not a lot of offense for the Quakers. 288 versus 140. When we come back, we'll take a real quick look at some individual stats and wrap this one up. And with of course, we're going to have our Subway Player of the Game picked by then. We're also going to try and get you a Dover final score from that big game against Indian Valley. So stick with us one more time right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
To be a success in football, it takes a team effort, a smart coach, a take-charge starting lineup, and cooperation. Don and Nathan Kemp and the team at Kemp Insurance are dedicated to providing a strong lineup of plans for a winning future. Let Kemp Insurance provide you with all-star coverage for your auto, home, farm, business, and life. For a secure financial future, get the winning team at Kemp Insurance on your side. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
High School, where the Quakers dropped a game tonight, the first game in the Ohio Cardinal Conference, on the road at Wooster, 21-0. And I have another update for you, Coach. The Dover Tornadoes pulled that one out against the Indian Valley Braves at home. Indian Valley played them pretty tough. It was 7-3 at halftime. The Tornadoes put a little more offense on the field in the second half. They ended up winning that one 20-6. So congratulations to our friends in Dover. And the Tornadoes are now 3-0 on the season. Also, congratulations to Indian Valley Braves for coming up and obviously giving Dover quite a big ball game. So we're wrapping things up here, Coach. We got a couple things to talk about. And then we got to announce our Subway Player of the Game. And do you have some individual stats for us first?
I do, Jim.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go individual stats just for the Quakers here tonight.
Sure.
And what you've got is I've got to mention Chamberlain, though. He carried the ball 26 times, 94 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then you had Hallman Williams, who carried the ball 5 times for 60 yards. So, they made the bulk of the obviously the carries and the yards in the game. Snowbarger, he was 10 of 18, 127 yards with an INT. And Morgan was their best receiver, 4 catches, 73 yards. For New Philadelphia finished Trevor Bean, 18 carries, 27 yards. Keaton Fossil carried the ball 10 times for 48 yards. Etney Richardson, 5 carries, 22 yards. Willie Wallace had 2 carries for 16. And Shawnee Dietz had 1 carry for 9 yards. Receiving-wise, Dan DiDonato, 3 catches for 25 yards, and Brant Wells had 1 catch for 5 yards. All in all, Jim, the Quakers showed a little, to me, just watching it, I didn't see last week, I thought they showed a little bit more offense. They had some guys open, just didn't connect on some passes, and I thought that they made some improvements at halftime. Unfortunately for the Quakers, they came up on the short end, 21-zip here tonight at Worcester General.
Yeah, I did think overall that I wouldn't say it was a poor showing by the Quakers, but again, no offensive points, no points on the scoreboard, and they end up giving up 21 points, 14 of course at halftime, and then the 7 there in the second half. But yeah, I agree. There were a few drops out there, maybe a few overthrown balls, but overall, I think we did see some improvement. I think the play calling was good and timely, and if those plays would have worked, you would have seen more first downs, and you never know what could happen. So, unfortunately, a few penalties for the Quakers tonight, and it's a big game for them. Most of those guys had probably never been to Wooster High School for any sporting event in their life, and so it's a beautiful campus to walk into, and you get a little intimidated by that kind of stuff. First game on the road this year, that's always a change for some of these players. So. Not the score they wanted, but here we are. We're in the Ohio Cardinal Conference now. The Quakers going to move forward. So really the only thing we have left to do tonight is announce our player of the game, Subway player of the game, and it's a toughie. We want to say thanks again to them. WJER and Subway are proud to team up again to recognize excellence in the athletic contest. It's called the Player of the Game. It's brought to you by the Fitzgerald family and all of those local Subway restaurants. So, Willie, I'm going to throw a couple people out there. We can't give our Subway Player of the Game to anybody from Worcester.
That is correct.
We're going to give it to one of our Quakers. I thought Fossil looked really good tonight. I think that would be my choice. Bean had a tough night running the ball. They kind of had his number. Curtis Tetzloff, I thought, did a nice job. A couple big hits. A real nice punt in there. I mean, there's just some things that we could give it to any of those guys. So Keaton Fossil would probably be my first choice. Curtis Tetzloff would be in there. So what do you think?
Boy, you're putting a lot of pressure on me, Jim. You really are. To be honest, I would say it should probably go, and I'm trying to think of some defensive players that I saw in there quite a bit.
Bolts stepped up.
Bolts, I thought Van Arsdalen played a pretty good game as well. I thought Rothrock played pretty well defensively as well. So, the thing that most of the time the awards are going to go to an offensive player. To me, the gentleman that had the young gentleman that had probably the best offensive night would have been Keaton Fossil.
Yep. So there's our player of the game tonight. Subway player of the game, Keaton Fossil, sophomore quarterback, 6 foot, 170 pounds. Congratulations to Keaton. Well, that's going to do it for the coach and I, and we appreciate you listening, and I hope there were a lot of you that got to tune in via the live streaming tonight, either via the YouTube channel or going to WJER.com/videos. Again, thanks to Casey Claxton and his team of professionals from Claxton Communications, Judd Bone, and Destiny Ann on cameras and all their other technical stuff that they do. If you did watch it, please leave us a note. If you're still hanging around, please leave us a note. And again, thank you, the listener, for joining us. Thanks to Laurel back in the studio, who just does a bang-up job for me whenever I am on the air, because I always make mistakes, and she just covers up, makes it all look so professional. So a big thanks to Laurel. And thanks to Willie Grove and the whole team from WJER Sports. And thanks to you, the listener, for tuning in right here on your sports voice of the Valley.
You've been listening to high school football action with your new Philadelphia Quakers on WJER, online at WJER.com, and on the WJER mobile app. Special features in tonight's game included the Coach's Corner Show, sponsored by Williams Floor Covering and Sugar Valley Meats, the First Federal Community Bank football forecast, the Commercial and Savings Bank keys to the game, the Wendy's starting lineup, the national anthem, Sponsored by VFW Post 1445. The Grove Gift Shop Coin Toss. Play-by-play coverage brought to you by Hanhart Insurance. The Tuscarawas County YMCA Kickoff. Make the Call. Sponsored by Mac and Turf Realty. The Pam's Posies Performance Play. The Sofer Insurance Halftime Report. The Kemp Insurance Stat Report. The Game and Scoring Summary. Sponsored by Cleveland Clinic Union Hospital. The Graphic Enterprises Unduplicated Drive of the Game. The High Impact Tree Service Red Zone. The Cartoon Sideline Report. The Kent State Tuscarawas Scoreboard Update. The Kempthorne Volkswagen First Down. And the Subway Player of the Game. Other sponsors included Hennis Care Center, Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, Taylor Insurance, Wood Electric, Little Caesars Pizza, Connolly, Hillier & Welch Title Services, Solid Rock Photos, McDonald's, Smartway Communications, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, Troyer's Trail Bologna, Kua Refinishing, T-County Boxing Academy, and Henry Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Tune in tomorrow morning at 8 for The End Zone, delivered by Domino's, for an in-depth look at tonight's gridiron action from around the valley. For the best Quaker coverage all season long, keep your radio tuned to WJER. We are the sports voice of the valley.